have anybody in channel yet?
No,
Because-
just a bot.
Oh.
Fucking yeet that bitch into the fucking sky.
I'll leave the bots. It's bringing up my view count.
That's fair.
If it sits in the
Alright.
whole stream, it counts as one viewer, and that's one viewer that can go towards, you know, having encoding and stuff like that. You know, the bare minimum for streaming that I don't have.
I also need a D3.
Unfortunately, I have not found a D3 in this yet. Unless I want to sit down and model it myself, we're going to have to do D6 divided by 2.
Okay, that works then. That's slightly mega lame, but we'll make do.
Specifically, divided by 2 countdown. But
Yeah.
it'll do.
That's that. I'm just pulling up pages with all of my shit on it, so. Touch of
I might have to buy that.
Oh.
Buy my headset or something. What's up?
Hey, Viv. I would like to note that I made Tyago's brain explode earlier.
Why would you do that?
Because reasons.
Okay, yes, but why would you do that?
To be nice.
Oh, did you like fucking buy him a shit ton of subs or something?
No. I did better than that. Because subs you only get a portion of.
Oh, you donated a shit ton of bits, didn't you?
No. You only get a portion of those too. But if you go direct through Streamlabs,
Dump the fat fucking
donation.
yeah, right on his fucking face.
Mm-hmm.
I'm amused. Where is there? Alright, so that's all of my current spells. I now have a tab.
It's a Kai. Hello.
Holy crap.
Patakai! Baby cat.
Hey, at least now Kai can probably do like the method acting of fucking being an angry nerd.
Sorry, the volume is super loud.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I usually have my call volume up because other people are hard to hear. Discord has cursed like that.
But yeah, I'm sorry about all the bad things and such.
It's okay. I'm not happy, but you know, the smallest of the silver linings is that now I'm gonna have rested XP in 14.
For the first time in how long?
That's a hell of a silver lining, okay?
At least you got offline games you can play, so it's not the biggest of big deals.
Yeah, I'm actually mildly salty because Vigil got a huge update. It's like, oh yeah, controllers should now be super compatible. I'm like, but controllers are compatible. And now my controller isn't working for Vigil, so it's like, oh well, okay, I won't see her. I'm like 80.
Alright, in
What?
case you didn't know, Alex is going to be a little bit late. He did his math backwards for time zones.
If we hadn't told him what time to show up, and then proceeded to correct his mistake, he would have showed up at midnight. Because he didn't understand the difference between PST and EST, I guess.
And CST.
But wait, that's still like backwards entirely.
Yeah, no, he thought that we started at 9 p.m. PST. And I'm like, we're all going to be like an hour past being done at that point. Like, Kai will be asleep.
As
Yeah,
much as I would enjoy
definitely.
going super, super late.
I think we
No.
all would enjoy going super, super late, but
Mm-hmm.
we're not starting that late.
No.
But I can't go super late today. So maybe next time if my internet is fixed.
We'll see. We will see. We don't have to go super, super late. I think I don't even have a schedule for this game up or anything. So we play as long as we play.
Yeah.
But since everybody's here, we might as well swap off of there. There we go. And actually show the table. And actually start, if you guys want to.
Sure.
Is Kai gonna have to like watch the stream or something?
We're gonna have to roll for him. I don't know if his phone is strong enough for me to like just stream through Discord or not.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk it because I have limited data and then everything super slows down.
So best not to.
Unfortunately.
It's okay. I'm not gonna be interacting very much at the table tonight, anyways. So, y'all's good. But your piece looks really good, Car. Everybody likes your piece.
Mm-hmm.
I am glad.
You did good job.
Yay. I was worried I made him too shiny.
No, he looked good.
He looked good.
Oh, do I?
You
oh.
kidding? We all like shiny here.
I don't
Shinies are the best
despair.
things.
Look, we all played as dragons. And Era is a dragon. Shinies are baseline.
Bare minimum requirement.
I'm so fucking amused that Alex's piece is just a damn treasure chest.
He's not even in the game yet, and I might have dragged my feet of making him a piece because I'm sitting here like, well, I'm gonna have to learn how to unpack a Unity file. Then I'm gonna have to get that Unity file into Blender so that way I can merge two things, and then I'm gonna have to texture it. Then I'm gonna have to rewrap a Unity file, and I'm just like, he's being a chest for at least this game. Or at least this player piece is going to be a chest.
Yeah.
But either rate. So to start things off, we are actually going to start specifically... I need my map. Where's my map? Everybody say... No, don't. We're not doing that.
Were you about to make a Dora the Explorer joke?
Absolutely was going to, yes.
God damn it.
Map, he's the map, he's the map.
I
he's the
stopped
map,
myself.
he's the map.
Alright, so to kind of start things off, you guys already read over your intro docs, correct?
Yes.
Fantastic. Unfortunately for Carr, he is going to be the first one on the ship and experience everything before everybody else does. He's going to be starting off in Shasted. His regional office has nothing better to do. He's getting sent off. He gets on this teeny tiny budget ship, which looks like maybe at max it should have 30 people. They do this weird thing where they board everybody absolutely last minute and then take off before everybody's even down below deck. It becomes extremely apparent very quickly why. A ship that might hold 30 people max, currently having around 70, means that not everybody's getting a room. The galley has cots and... oh my goodness, my brain just blanked on the word. What are the swingy things you tie to trees? There we go. Hammocks and cots. As well as many of the rooms have additional cots and everything in there. Needless to say, you guys are jam-packed in there, sleeping in the hallways and everything, and it is actually even questionable where the sailors themselves sleep. The next stop on this little route of yours while you're trying to head back home is Bramwell Basket. This is where Viv and Vari's characters will be getting on. It looks completely normal. When the ship hits port, it looks like a good 20 or 30 people get off. It looks like 20 or 30 people are getting on. There's a heavy delay, nobody's explaining anything, and when you guys get on the ship, you notice that they take off soon afterwards, and it is exactly what I described before. People are definitely going to be arguing and fighting for rooms. You guys are going to notice the sailors are acting extremely unhappy with the situation, very constantly having to shoo guests off the main decks that way they can do their jobs. It's not a great situation at all. And, oh, by the way, nobody's been allowed down in the bottom deck at all. The captain is occasionally seen just strolling through in his nicer clothing, seeming not to really care what anybody has to say.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately for you guys, though, as you guys are shifted around in these tight, confined spaces, dealing with what churns out for food is more like hardtack and coffee half the time. Because it looks like the lead cook just doesn't have anything better to cook.
Oof.
Oof. Wait, coffee though? This is fine.
The coffee is fine. The hardtack, not so much. It's
That's why
kind of...
you dip. That's why you dip the hardtack in the coffee.
Yeah, but coffee only does so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's an uncomfortable journey for the lot of you. It's kind of bad, especially since some of these people have kids. These kids are screaming and bored constantly. Occasionally, you swear to God you hear a chicken.
Yep. Also, Minuet is happy that he has earplugs. He applies them.
Probably
At
the
some
best
point.
decision you've ever made in your life.
Darren regrets not bringing earplugs.
Shame.
Upon finding Darren, that will be a thing offered.
Oh,
Ixadrass
yeah.
is excessively displeased with this.
Yeah, it's extremely awkward. As soon as you guys leave the port, it gets a little bit more weird though, because rumors of a recent string of thefts through Forks or Mountain Fork Path that you guys are going to be going through on your way over to the next country, seems to have been hit recently with a lot of pirate activity over the last week. Actually, last couple of weeks specifically. It seems that after a silver shipment was hit, there was about 8 or 9 in the following months, very large targeted hits on a lot of boats. And most recently, word has come through that it seems some sort of noble might have been robbed in the high skies. This has made a lot of people uncomfortable hearing these news and this rumor come around, causing a lot of murmurs.
Well, Minuet will try to find a corner somewhere to kind of just get comfortable in and break out his whetstone and begin sharpening daggers.
You get some awkward stares as you're sharpening your daggers in a very confined space on a ship.
Uh-huh.
Are any of you guys going to do anything in particular?
Question, do I have the chest with me now, or is that later?
You currently have it. You've been hauling it this entire time.
I'm going to make my own seat by sitting on the chest, and then I'm going to start reading in my journal and writing my journal. Especially notes on how this is really crap, and he's going to be reporting it to his superiors, because this seems like a breach of safety measures.
I mean, 8 copper is 8 copper for a trip, man.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's fucking spectacular. Also, I suppose perception checks would be in order for figuring out whether there's a Darren on the ship.
If you want to search for him or not is up to you. You guys can roll your passive perceptions.
Okay. Yeah, passive perception roll.
Sure.
if I happen to notice Darren on the ship. And the total is actually, you know what? Yeah, that's a 17. Yeah.
Unfortunately, due to the amount of people on this ship, it is extremely hard to find anybody.
Okay.
You're also a little bit shorter than half the people here, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Um, small fox. Yes. Hold on. Let me pull up the. Uh, actually, I need to roll for it. I suppose. 2d8. Have I got a d8? Yeah, I've got a d8. Okay, well, that's not that bad. He's 5'8".
Okay, so he's actually about average height. Yeah, unfortunately, you think you see him, but you're not 100% sure, so it's one of those awkward situations that you're stuck in where it's more like, do I walk up to this guy that might be a complete stranger I haven't seen before, or does it actually look like my friend I knew way back when? Unfortunate circumstances. It's absolutely fine. You guys are on your way. It's going to be a 3 or 4 trip or day trip before you make it to the next island cluster. It's definitely uncomfortable. It's slow going. People kind of suck. It's loud and noisy. The sailors don't want to talk.
Minuet will occasionally pull out a chicken and feed chicken birdseed.
And there's that chicken. People don't know how to handle chicken.
I mean, I have a flying squirrel that I occasionally share my rations with, so it's fine.
Yeah, animals on a ship. People don't normally see animals on the ship. Rumors start to spread that they think that there's farm animals on the ship. They're wondering if they're moving cattle or something in the bottom of the ship, and that's why nobody's allowed down there. Awkwardly so, though. And the second night, very late at night, you all can roll a perception for me if you'd like.
I'm
I
gonna
shall.
just go with Keener. So that's a 18 from me.
16.
Right, do you need me to roll for your car? Or do you got dice on you?
Would you mind? I should actually grab my dice, but that way the roll is on the table.
It doesn't matter if it's on the table to me.
That's a 9.
Yep.
That's a 16.
Perfect. A lot of you are woken up by the same thing that a lot of people are woken up to. There's sounds on deck like a lot of feet moving around for a while. It sounds kind of chaotic, kind of crazy, and then silence. You're not sure what happened up on deck. A couple people try to go up, but they come down rather quickly. The sailor is pushing them down and saying something about everything's fine, don't worry about it, go back to sleep. They look tired, annoyed.
I'm going to send my flying squirrel familiar up there.
Can your flying squirrel roll a stealth?
I'm pretty sure it can.
Do you want me to roll it?
It has no stealth skill, but it sure can roll anyway.
If he's tiny, he gets a +8.
Yep.
Yep, it is tiny.
What's his dex modifier?
The dex modifier is +2. So that's a total of +10, I suppose?
Yep. Well, congratulations, you got a 21 total done.
Woo.
Minuet is going to. You know what? He's not, because he's carrying a big heavy backpack, and doesn't want to leave his chicken unattended amongst all these hooligans.
Understandable. I mean, chicken's meat. They might eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Ixadrass is just deciding it's probably best to wait and see if it devolves into further chaos before deciding to go check it out.
Yep, the flying squirrel will go up there and come back down. I don't know if it has the ability to communicate with you in your particular class, does it?
Not yet. It only has empathic bond, so I can get general emotions.
It seems bored by what it sees. Slightly disgusted as well.
Not sure if disgust is normal for a familiar or if strangeness.
It's kind of hard to say. It comes back down, it's completely unharmed.
Well, that's good. Feed squirrel a bit of hardtack. And then sigh. Grab the chest, because I'm not leaving that behind. And I begin to lug it towards the stairs. Just to see if I can see anything from the stairs.
When you're looking up the stairs, you see two guys that are standing post, it looks like right up by the doors.
Can I have perception to notice a dude dragging a chest?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. And you know what? I'm gonna actually roll it. So... God damn it. That's a 16.
It's a little hard to miss it considering most people are sitting and murmuring to themselves. The dragonkin that you keep on seeing and going, is that my friend or not? Moving to stand at the bottom of the door with a giant chest in his hands.
Oh, hey, Darren! What? Why are you dragging a chest?
Wait, what? Ears
Hi!
snaps head over to look at Waving Fox, or I assume Waving Fox.
Yes, waving.
Well, probably Fox Hand, because short.
Yes.
Squints. Slowly makes his way through the morass of flesh.
Hi.
What?
Yeah?
You're shorter than I remember.
You're taller than I remember, I think.
What are you doing here?
I'm going home. As wonderful as that is.
Oh. Well, I'm going back to my home office, so...
Wait. Your home office... Is there an office in Eden?
Is there an office in Eden?
Yeah, there's an office in all the major islands. You're probably going to Glareth, but...
I mean, there's an office in all the clusters, so...
But you said home office.
Oh, yeah? It's the office I came from.
Oh, okay. Well,
Holds up chest and then realizes that is the wrong motion and then crouches down and holds down chest?
so what's in the box?
No idea yet. I have to bring it back. Rattles chest a bit. Sounds like there's something in it.
Well, I mean, I can help with that.
I'm not sure if we really should.
I mean,
Especially with all the people here.
yeah, that's fair. But hey, if we're going to Eden, then yeah, when we get off, I'll totally help. But
I'm-
this is weird, whatever's going on here. But I have Mary with me, and yeah, I'm not leaving her with all these people, and I can't really be sneaky with this big backpack.
Mary. The chicken's name is Mary.
Marianne, she's a Wheaton Moran.
It hurts just a little bit, and that's the right kind of pun.
Darren's going to take a minute.
So, would you maybe keep an eye on my backpack, and I could go see what's going on?
Just don't cause too much trouble. That's all I ask.
I mean, when do I ever cause trouble?
Well, at least you didn't mention all the
Can
times
I?
I
Can I? Can I?
I feel that
perception
I should
check-
bluff check with that.
No, real quick. Can I perception check to see if I hear that statement in particular?
You can attempt to, yes. Bear in mind, there's a lot of murmurs going around, but they're not particularly whispering either.
Also, can I please bluff check?
You may bluff check.
18.
You're pretty sure you heard somebody say, "When do I ever get in trouble?"
Squinting at everything around me because I know what those words herald.
17 bluff.
You are free to roll a sense motive there, Car. You are as well, Viv, since you heard somebody say that, so you're allowed to believe or disbelieve that.
I
No,
disbelieve
No.
that on principle.
It's fine. Yeah.
Darren is not even going to sense motive that. He's just
Because
going
of
to accept that
linguistics.
statement. Well,
Oh. Darren already knows damn right.
that, and he says, "Well, at least you haven't mentioned all the times I've caused trouble." All right, give me the bag. Servette,
All
be
right.
nice to Mary. Glares at Squirrel.
Yeah, so Minuet opens up the top pouch with the chicken cage and it waves at the chicken.
It does chicken things.
Yes. Yeah, so yes. Anyways, I'll be back. So let me apply
Okay.
modifiers to my sheet.
I'll be here. Sets chest down, sits on chest, hugs bag.
Minus 29 and minus 27.5. Okay. And now my character sheet is reflecting the fact that I am no longer encumbered.
Oh boy.
Okay.
We're just gonna make you two character sheets, encumbered and non-encumbered. Jeez.
Okay, so, you know, there's a lot of people looking, so he's gonna try just a regular stealth. But as soon as he gets up to somewhere where he's out of view of, like, the majority, he'll do another thing, maybe. If this is not just a complete failure. So, let's see how this goes. That's a nat 20.
Okay, what's your total?
That is a 29.
29. Okay. No, I probably shouldn't open that program right now. Okay, let me grab this. The simple fact of the matter is it seems like people just do not care that you're doing anything. After all, it's late, they're tired, some kid is screaming, somebody swears to goodness they hear a chicken and they know where that chicken is now. So nobody's going to pay attention to you as you go up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's let's see. All right. Once you get on top of the deck, there are 2 guards that are standing on the other side. They seem to be staring out and not really paying attention at the very moment in time. Enough for you to be able to slip by, as one of them seems to cough into his arm.
Awesome. So the guy coughs and I slip past
Yep.
type thing.
Yep. Now, as you manage your way on deck, you're going to notice that there's a good number of the sailors are actually currently up. It looks like a couple of them are leaning over the edge, looking down. You see a handful of them currently smoking cigars for some reason. They're really expensive looking kind.
Mm-hmm.
You see a couple of them drinking. They're taking it very casually for a ship that, for the most part, it sounded like it was work and sleep.
Okay, well, would a profession sailor role by chance give me any more information about what appears to be going on?
You may attempt.
Okay. Oh, that's not terrible. That's a 21 total.
It's really weird because they seem to be acting extremely casually right now. The more you look around the ship, the more you realize that one guy is manning the wheel. As my brain shuts off halfway through that sentence and has to remember the word wheel. You notice that the
helm, I think, would be.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
One man is manning the helm, and he actually seems to be driving. However, it looks like they have drawn the sails for the time being. They're relying specifically on the arcane engine.
Mm-hmm.
It's rather odd because you also don't believe that these men could ever afford those cigars or those bottles of booze. They look fancy and expensive, and you know that sailors don't make that much.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know exactly what's going on. It's odd that they're not using the wind right now.
Let's see. How about, profession navigation? Let me see where we appear to be going.
This may take some time to do, and it does make you have to re-roll your stealth. Because you're going to have to study the stars.
In that case, I will, use change shape, first. Into fox form.
You're going to change it to an animal on the ship deck?
Yeah, +8 stealth.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay, go ahead and re-roll your stealth.
Okay.
And then roll your profession navigation, then I'm going to move to them for a little bit.
Okay. That's a garbage stealth roll.
Oof.
That's still a... Okay, 20... Let me... Hold on. Pulling up a... Or wait, there's a calculator right here. I can just do this. 8 plus 9 plus 8... Wait, is this not working like a damn calculator? Shit.
It should be acting like a calculator. Here, let me lock it down first. That might help.
I can just do numbers on my calculator. What do you need?
8 plus 9 plus 8.
25.
Okay, so 25 total.
Alright, and then you're going to go ahead and roll your profession navigation.
Okay. Oof. Okay, so that is 6 and... Okay, so that's a 12 total. I might burn my reroll on that.
If you would like.
Yep. I'm flipping my reroll card.
I'm a flip of my... No, I'm not going to make that joke. I'm not that old. I'm totally not.
God damn it, the same number.
You're kidding.
I am not kidding you.
Oof. So you got a total of a 12, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. I will explain that here in a moment. In the meantime, are you guys doing anything down there past, I'm not going to try and pronounce your character's name at this moment in time, Viv.
Ixodras?
Ixodras. What's Ixodras up to?
Well, she, definitely heard the, when do I ever get into trouble line, and, then I assume noticed somebody going up the stairs.
Somebody definitely head that way. Whoever they were
She's,
was good enough to not necessarily be seen going up the stairs, but
oh, she's gonna wander her way in that general direction just to get a closer view at the absolute shit show that she expects to happen due to somebody sneaking up there.
okay. What about you?
Um, well, my eyes are going to be on the stairs. So would I see Ix moving there, or is that just not stand out?
You do notice them move over and just start watching up the stairs.
Huh. And then I begin rifling through Minuet's bag out of curiosity to see if he has any books.
Oh boy.
You do not find any books, but give me a moment and I'll send you the list.
I mean, he's got nothing better to do.
What a nice friend. Haven't seen you in years. Hey, I need to go do this thing and figure out what's going on. I'm just gonna trust you with my stuff. Immediately goes through it.
I mean, he's not going to actually take anything. He's just curious.
Have you ever had a friend that when they come over to your house, they go through your cabinets?
I mean,
You're being that
I'll
person.
do that with a friend to make food.
I had a friend that every time I had over or the first time I had over, he went through all my cabinets in my kitchen. He just opened them, and I was just like, the hell are you doing? Bad habits. Annoying habits. Either way. So you're going through his things. We got Ix watching up the stairs. Hey, Minuet.
Hey.
You're off in a corner. You're looking up at the stars. You've barely even begun before suddenly you find yourself being picked up by the scruff of the neck, and one of the sailors goes, "Oi, another pet!" And starts to stomp along.
Could I escape artist?
You may attempt.
Okay, this is at a plus 11. That is a 22.
You wriggle and flail and find yourself free, and the pirate goes, "Oi, God!" Or not the pirate, the sailor. The sailor goes, "Oi!" And immediately is trying to chase you down.
Well, cue the Benny Hill music.
Cue the sound of a lot of commotion suddenly upstairs, as everybody once again gets stirred. Now, there's about 15 people up on deck, so I doubt you're going to escape 15 people trying to grapple you.
No, probably not.
Especially when the really, really big one finally gets a hold of you and just picks you up, wraps his arms around you, gives you a look like he's about ready to either eat you or throw you overboard, and one of the sailors just taps him on the shoulder and points downstairs, and he goes, "Fine." Starts to trudge his way over.
Okay. Well, Minuet, I suppose, is going to do, the whole, until, proven that it's a bad idea, is going to just try to continue to let them think that he's just a fucking fox. So, I guess a disguise if I need to.
It's dark out. They don't care. They think you're a pet.
Okay.
Currently, they don't really care because they've seen a couple of animals on this ship already. One of them's a chicken, after all. So, X is going to be the first one to see a sailor coming down the stairs, holding a fox in his arms, turns around the corner and shouts, "Oi! Whose pet is this?"
Darren looks up, sighs, raises a hand. after he feeds the chicken bird seed that he found inside the bag.
He's going to walk directly up to you, push the fox into your arms, and say, "This was almost dinner. Next time, keep your control of your animals." Stupid ranger. And then goes to leave.
And
Darren
Minuet,
waits till he's out of earshot and then mutters, "Unintelligent rube."
I wonder if he heard that.
Ixodrash just lets out a snort of amusement at that comment.
well, Minuet, kind of just, tries to whisper quietly, thanks.
No problem. I'm sorry if I
Oh.
can't do actual whisper voices. I can't tell if the phone catches everything.
It's fine. But,
So Ixodrash is also or is Minuet still trying to keep up his "look at me, I'm just a fox" routine?
aside from whispering a little bit to Darren.
Do I need the perception to see if he's not actually just a normal fox?
This would be a disguise versus perception, yes.
Okay. Well, rolling disguise.
19. You beat me.
Yeah, by a lot.
Oh,
Nope. The ranger has a fox. That other fox hasn't come back down yet. You're wondering when that's going to happen now.
I don't think I noticed the Minuet going up there as a not fox.
No, Minuet, you don't even know if Minuet actually went up there. You're just supposing. You know that they went in that direction. You heard something about trouble. Minuet has not come back down. But now the ranger has a fox.
Well, you know what? Pat the fox.
Minuet gets patted.
And kind of has a startled look at the cat.
I would
Darren
have-
raises an eyebridge. Can I help you?
Just overheard the sailor. I would have to shoot a magic missile at him if he tried to eat a fox like this.
Oh, don't worry. Magic missile would have been the least of his worries.
You know what? Against better judgment, Minuet, notes. Thanks.
Cue startled Makoto noises. Definitely, Ixodrash is now considerably kerfluffled. And then squinting at the fox.
You heard that druids and rangers sometimes have awakened pets and animals around. Maybe that's one of them. He's wearing one of those, rangery badges.
Still squinting at the talking fox.
Minuet doesn't say anything else.
I have a flying squirrel on my shoulder, a chicken in a cage, and a fox in my arms right now.
Hey, they're that annoying chicken that goes off every once in a while.
Just bark.
Darren tilts his head down and goes, "Oh, by the way, I fed Mary."
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
I'm assuming
I'm
nobody
sure.
else is going to try anything for the rest of the night, correct?
Well, basically, Ixodrash has nothing she can actually do here, other than, wait. So, she's just gonna fiddle with the pendant she found in her bag.
Oh.
Speaking of which, looking at the pendant, what is the phase of the moon?
You're currently in waning.
Okay.
It's about half full right now.
So after a little bit of time has passed, and hopefully the cat is not paying as close scrutiny, Minuet tries to like whisper back and forth with Darren a little bit, and kind of tries to fill him in about what was going on up top.
Perception for me then.
Yep,
Yep.
and that would be what a
DC 20 to hear whispering.
26.
So you're going to be able to hear them go back and forth here. So they're free to go back and forth.
They just don't know I'm listening in.
So, Darren, when I was up top, the sailors aren't really working really hard. They're smoking cigars and stuff, and there's one guy manning the helm, and they're
Then
not
what are they doing?
using the sails either.
But why? I mean, we can't be in a doldrum, not here.
Did I notice them? Well, being in a windless area.
Oh, no,
While I was up
absolutely
top.
not. You guys are in the fork. You're in a high wind area. It's also known as a boat freeway, basically, because there's two mountains, and the wind there is usually relatively high.
Yeah, no, we're, yeah, it's, that's not the case. Something weird is going on here.
Well, I sensed their head up early. But the only thing I got from them was boredom and disgust. I suppose they must not like the cigar smoke.
Uh, yeah, yeah. It kind of was a little gross, especially when I, did this.
Hmm.
But, yeah, there's too many eyes. I don't really want to do the thing.
Fine. Stay this way for a little while.
I mean, my bag's pretty heavy. Is it okay for you to carry it, or?
I'm stronger than I look. Well, okay, the coat is a little loose on me, but I'm stronger than I look right now.
Oh.
I mean, I would have clocked the sailor in the jaw with my hammer if I actually tried to eat.
But, yeah, I don't know. I think we should keep an eye out. There's something going on.
Alright.
Sounds like everybody's just
Yeah.
going to let it go for now, correct?
Correct.
Fantastic. The rest of the night seems to pass by relatively quietly as a ship stuffed with people and children and the like can be, obviously. It comes to early morning, and somebody comes down onto the galley and starts ringing the breakfast bell fairly early in the morning. As soon as he's got a lot of people's attention, he simply points up the deck and goes, "All right, we need everybody off the ship. There was an accident last night. I know you heard the commotion. We got a big tear in the sail. We need to fix it. We need you all off. Don't ask questions. Just go." And he is very much starting to literally shoo people up the stairs. A couple other sailors make their way down. It looks like they're going to be doing the same.
Ixadrass is kind of just gonna look over at the other two and be like, maybe this would be a good time to confront them on what you saw last night.
Oh.
Uh,
She's than she appears.
God damn it. Okay. Well, you want me to do the thing, Darren? It's gonna cause a commotion.
Not yet.
Okay, well,
If the
you tell
sailors
them.
see
then.
you, they're going to know.
There are indeed a lot of civilians around.
Save the transformation just yet.
You know, we could hang towards the back. Wait for most of the people to be off so there's less of a panic if something goes weird.
Or hear me out. Hear me out. Bottom deck.
But we haven't been able to go to the bottom deck.
I could get us in the bottom deck.
Fair enough. Darren smirks. So do you want me to hide you in my coat, or are you okay, walking?
I don't want to get stepped on, so yeah.
Darren puts Minuet in his coat for safekeeping.
So you guys are hanging near the back. If you're going to try and make your way down to the lower decks, you do notice that the other pirates have moved that or not pirates, sailors. My god, I'm so used to the word pirates now, and having them as the bad guys that I can't use the word sailors correctly. God. The sailors move their way to the back. They are literally standing by the door, and they are shooing people down. Those people lucky enough to have actually gotten rooms.
Down or up?
Down the hallway. So they're down by where the
Okay.
stairs going down are.
Hmm.
You may roll perception checks on them, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
think that,
Yep.
uh,
24.
I'm just gonna take 10, because, yeah. So, that's gonna be a 18.
Somebody want to roll for Car?
Sure. Where's his dice?
Right
Here?
Yep.
$12 plus whatever Kai's modifier is.
Total of 19.
It's not hard for the three of you to notice some very particular things. They are wearing leather armor currently, and both of them have blunderbusses.
Oh.
They are holding them.
There's 2 of them, though, is what you're saying.
Yes, there is 2 of them. 2 men wearing leather armor, definitely blunderbuss. If I can say that word correctly.
That are standing guard at the stairs down?
Yep, they're making sure people go up. Very specifically, making sure people go up.
I don't like this at all.
So the question is are you going to start to follow the crowd out? As they clear out the rooms, seeming to push everybody down the hallway?
How many sailors are there total?
Currently you see 3. You know that you saw at least 15 up on deck the other night. You're not sure if there are more or not.
More than we could eat, more than we could handle, to be honest.
This is a tough spot we're in.
I don't like you, but I don't see what we can really do here.
So I could we could try to quickly take out those two at the and go down.
Do you really think we can take them out that quickly? That quietly? They have blunderbusses.
Hmm.
I didn't think I was going to need a combat map tonight, but
I wouldn't risk it. I'm not confident in my ability to take one of them out before they get a shot off or raise the alarm.
Fair.
Agreed. Unfortunately, my brand of ability isn't particularly quiet either.
Not to mention, those are blunderbusses, so even if they don't hit us, they're gonna hit the people behind us.
Mm. All right.
Agreed.
Well, in that case, yeah, I'm sorry, Darren, for having you carry my stuff and whatever's in that chest. But yeah,
It's fine. By the way, how much does that chest weigh?
I don't know exact weights right now, unfortunately. But it's going to suck.
How much does the bag weigh, Ari?
it is a lot. It's 22, 29, and 27 for the total amount.
Give me a sec. I want to pull out the calculator.
So like 90 pounds.
Yeah, close.
Yeah.
Or
Hold
70.
on, wait. Yeah, close to 70. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me.
I
So,
overmapped it.
that's not even my medium load.
Jesus
Oh.
fucking Christ, you.
Jesus.
Well, at least somebody has some muscle in this group. Jeez.
He's
I
the bard.
told you I was strong.
Alright, so Kai is the barbarian, confirmed.
My character model has muscles for a reason.
Mine does not, for a reason.
Before we continue, should we take a short break?
For?
Yes, please. I
Okay.
would like a drink and...
Okay.
Yeah.
Water break. Everybody go get water. Everybody get things to drink. Yada, yada, yada. Burb. don't see Alex on yet. Or if I got an ETA from him yet. I mean, we're nowhere near to the point where he's coming in anyways. So, you guys have officially made the executive decision to not stir up trouble as you guys follow the crowd upstairs onto the deck where most of the sailors.
I love how you keep doing that Freudian slip.
You notice most of the sailors are up on deck currently. A handful of them do also have blunderbusses up there. They are making sure that people do indeed get off the deck. The sails are currently down. When you guys start to walk down the boardwalk, you notice that this is not the island that you're supposed to be at. Matter of fact, that's still a couple days away. This looks like a tiny waypoint.
Oh no.
It looks like this small little waypoint here probably has a couple of general stores, a couple of resupply things, a small shipyard where probably for, minor repairs and the like that, and a handful of, the more traveler-friendly hotels.
Uh-huh.
Needless to say, this spectacle has the entire dock out, as well as the entire town here, maybe 50 people, currently watching as you all are marched off the ship.
Uh-huh.
You guys get down, and this boat seems to be doing nothing for a little bit. Then after a little bit longer, you see some of the other sailors, a handful of them with their hands currently up in the air, being walked down with a gun to their back. The moment that all of their boots hit the dock, the gangplank is pulled onto the ship, the arcane engine is turned on, the sails are dropped, and the ship is being backed out.
Is there a tear in that sail?
Absolutely is not.
Lying sacks of shit.
You are now in a waypoint with probably 50 to 75 confused passengers, all starting to murmur and argue as the ship leaves, and the sailors that were just walked off the ship put up their hands as they're immediately swarmed with questions. The people of the town are currently just trying to figure out what's going on and are starting to try and just sanction people off into small groups and keep families together and point them to different inns, trying to figure out what just happened here and where to go from here. Unfortunately, it looks like your ride has decided to quit.
Wonderful.
Great. Looks like it was commandeered. Well, okay,
Yep.
It's not going to matter anymore. You can change back if you want.
Well, okay, so, first off, let me do this. And then Minuet leaps out of the coat. And then begins transforming back.
You transform back. Somebody just stares at you the entire time, and the kid goes, "I want to learn that," and points directly at you. The mother picks up her child and just walks away like, "Nope, I don't know what they did, and I don't care."
Darren just folds his arms as much as he's able with all the shit he's carrying. Really? You're teaching children bad habits already.
I mean... Do you... Yeah. Anyways, so... You don't happen to have a way to contact the home office, do you?
Not really.
Well...
Not like they give out sending stones.
Shit.
Rank 2 or Explorer or higher usually get them. Rank 2 in any of the specialty fields, it spends the longest amount of time the miasma usually gets them. Not the clerics.
Yeah. Yeah. Not me. Even though, I was gonna be one of the ones that had one of those, but no. No. Dude, stuck up. A bitch pompous ass Ponzi. Getting fuck. Crumbling under his breath as he turns on his heel and starts to walk into. Well, if we're lucky, one of these buildings will have a terminal.
Yeah. Also, figuring out the uh shipping schedule for here would be a thing.
If there is one,
I mean, there's people living here, so there has to be, but it might be like once a month or something, which will suck. Um,
you assume that every waypoint keeps ledgers.
I mean, yeah. Anyways, I suppose we should go figure stuff out. Also, hey, that cat girl from earlier, we should find her.
I'm right here.
Oh, shit.
She's just been standing behind you guys the whole time.
Oh. Eh. I kind of assumed you would be following us for some reason or another.
um, well,
A young man walks up to the three of you and goes, "Are you three together?"
Yep.
All right. He looks at a piece of paper. He just kind of pulls out of his pocket and goes, "Okay, you're gonna want to go to the fourth building on the right. We got a room for you. We'll keep you posted."
Thank you.
I'm sorry, there's only one bed in that room. But
That's fine, I don't need it.
I mean, I've got a cot, so, or rather, a hammock. I mean, I can set up a hammock. Or rather, he's got a hammock because it's in the bag that I haven't taken back yet. But yeah, yeah.
he goes, "Yeah, go there. We're not covering food. We're just doing a room for the night until we know what's going on, because we don't. Uh, so
Well, I yeah, this was I was up I did some scouting last night. Yeah.
oh, what's your name?" He pulls out a piece of paper.
Uh Minuet.
Okay, good. We'll come to talk to you in a bit once we deal with the fact that there's people screaming over there currently. Okay.
Oh.
I'm not going
Yeah,
over there.
but-
I'm going this way.
But yeah, there was a bunch of dudes up on the decks just smoking cigars last night.
We'll we'll get to the bottom of this. For now, let's just clear the dock in case another ship comes in.
Okay.
Fair enough.
We go to the place, I guess.
Yeah, it's a very tiny room. But at least you got a room now. A room, a strange chest, a lot of stuff.
Most of which is in a bag.
Hey Darren,
Yeah?
what if there's a sending stone in the box?
Darren slowly sets stuff down, just putting the bag aside, putting Mary's cage aside, setting Servette on the bag specifically so Servette can keep an eye on the bag. And then he sets the chest down.
Servette does his best proud chest thing that animals do when they think they've been given a very important task in life.
They like puff up.
Yep.
He.
Pinches
Cute.
the bridge of his snout and takes off his glasses for a minute. Okay. At this point, I don't care if we get into trouble. And obviously, you're bored enough to try.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Well, it's more exciting than sitting at a desk.
Now,
Glasses back on and cringing.
hopefully, these Wally brand tools aren't going to spontaneously combust. Hopefully, because that would be unfortunate. Yeah.
That would be
So,
fascinating.
I mean, I've heard of it happening, but usually lockpicks don't do that. So, Anyways, Minuet goes to rummage through his bag and find the lockpicks.
You pull out the lockpicks. You're gonna have to make your disable device.
Okay. This is at a +10. God fucking damn it.
Oh. So, Minuet
So I
leans
lose-
in, starts to pick the lock, goes for the first turn, and kink! They just snap.
God damn it. God damn it.
So much for using that reroll already.
Yep.
Should have seen that one coming.
Okay, so,
So about using Wally breath.
yeah, Minuet, throws that thing of picks into the corner and, pulls out the second pack of picks.
I swear to God, if you roll another one, I'm gonna laugh until I pass out.
At least it'll give me time to write notes.
God damn it. Okay. Okay. Here goes. Okay, that is a 23.
It takes you a little bit because this lock is actually rather intricate. When you finally get it to click, it goes click clunk. Like there's two modes, like an engine motor. But it is unlocked.
Okay, so trap finding. Perception to find traps. In other words, Minuet with one of his big ol' ears up against the side of the chest, kind of trying to figure out. Yeah, so, rolling. Okay, that is going to be a 21, to find traps.
You're not seeing any traps. None at all.
It doesn't have mechanical whirring sounds or anything, or...
Nope. However, when you guys get to the back, or when you're looking it around and you get to the back of it here, give me one moment. I need to remove a comment. How do you do this?
Oh, fuck that. Yeah, hold on.
Let's see.
Am I a mod? Yeah, I am. Here,
You're
I'll
modded.
do it.
Okay,
I've got
you got it. I got him banned, so he won't be there anymore. Cool. All right. I'm gonna fix that.
Probably a good thing I'm not there.
Oh man, I can't clear it from the YouTube thing. Can I? Nope, I can. Okay, it's gone.
Cool.
All right. When you're looking around the chest looking for traps, you notice that in the back of it, it actually has a couple of strange things about it, specifically. You notice that there's engraving that says PM-06, and you notice that there's another hole. It looks like a slot for something.
Okay.
There's a what with PM-06, or is that engraved on the back?
It is engraved on the back.
And then there's a slot for something to fit. Okay, well, having not found any immediate signs of there being a trap, Minuet will open the box.
When you open the box, you see a couple of things on the inside. Most notably, you notice there's a somewhat large crank, one of those old kind that they used to use to power up those gearcraft things. A key that seems to go for this particular chest. It must be some sort of backup. But specifically in the very back of the chest, right underneath the lid and everything, there is a small blue glowing gem that is pulsing like a heartbeat, but it's extravagantly faint. It's kind of reminds you of the little mana energy stone madoodles that they use in ships, except it's
for
smaller.
arcane engines?
Yeah. It's like one of those, except way smaller and has a little bit of a pulse. It looks like those tiny ones that all arcane engines have slots for, but nobody really knows why that slot exists.
Okay, well, is that's all the notable things? Is a key, a crank, and that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Minuet, just out of curiosity, goes and grabs the key and then uh sees if it'll fit in the lock,
Yep, if it's in
just
the
to
lock,
make
just
sure.
fine.
Cool.
I hate to pause, but it was a crank a key in the gem, or was there more?
That was it.
It's a gem inset into the thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, um, hmm, that's an arcane gem thingy. Um, hmm. Wait, we've got a magic person with us.
Do do.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
person.
You?
Actually, what's your name?
Ixadrass.
Um,
Oh, right. She threatened a magic missile to sailor.
yeah,
Does my
yeah.
mic not
So,
properly mute?
hey, there's a glowy gem in here.
Oh, I bet.
Knowledge Arcana then? As I.
Yep.
Aaron?
Go
Okay.
for it.
Alright, I'm gonna go and inspect the gym. Oh, that did not even roll. There we go.
Sorry, I just realized my mic wasn't muting when I was putting it up, so it was using
Oh,
my other microphone, so people could hear me sit here and cough and curse.
20.
oh,
20. You're rolling a knowledge arcane on what this is?
Yep.
mhm.
It looks like one of those mana crystals, except for the tiny ones that you've only seen in books. Supposedly, ones like this can exist forever, but this one looks like it's definitely very low in energy. Probably isn't even worth taking out.
Hmm. Just looks like the standard small mana crystals that I read about during my studies. Other than it seems to be uh,
hmm.
basically drained almost. Doesn't seem to have a lot of energy left in it.
Well, okay. So there's a hole in the back that there's that crank there. Putting two and two together,
You think?
So,
maybe.
Uh,
wait, is this chest a hand crank engine to charge arcane fuel?
Maybe.
Well, that would be interesting. Also, that doesn't. But just okay. So you know the meme where the person is thinking and there's all the high-end math floating around them. That's Darren because he knows kinetic energy doesn't exactly convert to arcane energy.
so he's
Hmm.
trying to figure out how this is fucking working. I don't know if I don't think you'd be able to use just a hand crank to charge these sort of mana crystals.
Well, let's find out. What's the worst that could happen?
It explodes and we die.
Yeah.
An artificial mimic.
Oh dear, that's. Why would anyone make such a thing?
I mean, considering the what is it? Just scoots the chest around to look at the engraving. The coding convention, it's probably Tandico, and Tandico would do anything.
Oh, fair. Anyways, so how about I do a poor decision? I'll do it on the other end of the room, y'all be on that end of the room. Maybe.
Are you are you sure you don't want me to do the crank? I think I'm mildly more durable than you, and you're small. If this
Yeah,
explodes,
but
you'll probably get thrown out a window.
Um,
I'll be I'll be fine. I'm good at dodging things.
Squinting.
Also, I'm the one that knows about engineering stuff, and I don't want you to overcrank it and then break it, especially if it's actually like for recharging things.
Fine.
Okay,
Also,
so
uh,
hmm?
out of character, I am the kind of bard that does not have inspire competence, by the way. So
Oh,
I can't help you. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Also, I have knowledge engineering.
oh,
Still, the point stands that Minuet is probably better at it. So Darren just shrugs and hands the crank to Minuet and walks all the way to the other side of the room and folds his arms. He knows this is going to end poorly.
okay, so poor decision time.
All right. You realize right away that you can't put the crank in as long as the lid is open, so you do have to shut it. The crank is also
Okay.
blocked from entering until you relock the chest.
Hmm.
But once the
Okay,
chest is
well,
locked and closed, you can slide it right in, and you hear it go clunk.
I'm gonna.
also Minuet does the twisting the lock one way and the other just to experiment with that double click sound thing.
Yep, it definitely has a double click. It's kind of like an engine a little bit. So you put it part way, and it kind of just clicks into one spot, and then you push it a little bit further, and it clicks into another spot where it seems to actually unlock.
I'm going to ready a spell.
What spell are you readying?
Windy escape.
Good spell choice.
I mean,
I mean, it's a reaction. It's a free action reaction spell, but I'm readying it anyway.
As he sits there and fumbles with the lock a little bit, realizing that he can lock it, unlock it, and there seems to be like an accessory position. And when he goes to lock it on the other direction, there's lock, and then there's another one additional direction. It's like it has 4 modes here. Lock and unlock are definitely one of them, but there's 2 mysterious ones.
Okay. Well, Minuet does the uh determining which one of those modes is the one where the crank will work.
It seems that the chest has to be locked at the very least, and it cannot be in the one click to the unlock position area. It has to be either neutral or back one.
Okay, so I'm going to go with back one then.
All right, then you slide the crank in.
All right.
It clinks into place.
Um, shall I uh well, okay, yeah, he just begins cranking it. Shall I craft engineer or use magic device?
You don't have to in this case because it is a basic crank. Once you figure
Okay.
out which direction it turns, because it only goes in one direction, you start to hear
Ah.
and feel a spring being loaded in the tink 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 of, you know, everything going.
In that case, Minuet cranks it until he feels too much resistance on the spring.
Okay. I need you to roll knowledge engineering for that.
He doesn't have knowledge, he has craft engineering.
Go ahead and roll a craft check.
Okay.
I don't know how this works, but I know how to fix it.
Exactly.
So, can I hear all like these noises and things?
Yeah, it absolutely sounds like clockwork. It's not hard to
That's
miss.
a nat 20. Jesus Christ.
Never mind, I don't need my knowledge engineering.
Nope, you know exactly the moment in time when the spring gets just the right amount of load. And the moment you pull it out, you swear you hear a thunk inside the chest like something just dropped into it. A small magical message goes across the front of it that seems to be the magical equivalent of please wait. Dot dot dot.
We just got a frickin' uh isekai video game screen above the chest saying please wait.
Like,
Okay,
I
this is
mean,
happening then.
you can hear the slight ticking, but it sounds like they're struggling. You think it's probably been a while. So that message just might be the warning that, hey, it realizes it's gummed up and it's going to take a moment.
It's defragging.
First boot up after being off for a very long time.
Give me a minute because my microwave has been beeping at me forever. I would like to grab my soup.
Sure, let's just take a
Go
moment
get
then.
soup.
Go get soup. I will be right back then. because I click on the wrong thing instantly, and there we go. Now we're live. So you have a wonderful idea of how to spend the time.
Yeah,
First and
while we're
foremost, are you
waiting on Alex.
well? Are you done with the chest first though? Because
Yeah, I'm gonna let it uh spring down. And then if I hear it stop doing the thing, I'll go and recrank it.
yeah, that's going to be a while. But you did notice that it did actually make a sound like something was put into the chest, very specifically.
Oh. Oh, in that case, yeah. Um I'm totally going to ignore the please wait then.
Okay. You turn the key one click. The please wait kind of distorts for a moment, and then goes back into its or please wait message. When you go to unlock it, it just unlocks normally.
Okay. And I open it.
When you open it, you find inside a bunch of random stuff at the bottom, but specifically, it seems like a large quantity of gold in a folder with what seems to be several file papers in it.
Uh uh Darren? Darren,
What? Oh,
uh the look at this. Look at this.
look at what. Jaw drops as he sees the gold. Um,
Also these, and holds up papers.
yeah, that's more my speed. Grabs the folder, starts looking through it instead of focusing on how suddenly we are now the owners of a cache of gold that may be owned by anybody.
When you look through the folder, I need you to make a knowledge history.
Okay. Um, I have no ranks in that one.
You may also roll your bardic knowledge.
Yep.
Uh, bardic knowledge?
Yeah? You're a bard, right?
Yeah, but my bardic knowledge is replaced by world traveler. Or do you mean like versatile performance or whatever it is?
No, it's bardic knowledge. So if you don't have it, then
Yep, so that's not
whoops.
applicable. That means the only other person in this party that can roll anything is Viv.
What am I rolling?
General intelligence.
Oh dear. Okay.
Since you only have knowledge, arcana, and something else, right?
I only get knowledge arcana.
Yeah, I've
Gotcha.
got knowledge dungeoneering and knowledge local.
I only rolled a 14.
A 14 is still enough for you to recognize very particular paperwork that you've seen floating around your house once or twice. Not in a while, they're old, because it's a practice that you've been told was no longer legal, so they couldn't do anything with them. But the pieces of paper in the inside look like contracts. Very specifically, it looks like pre-purchase contracts. While Darren is reading over them, it looks like a lot of these are for various fittings and furniture and stoves and other hardware. One very notably is it looks like the Cloud Chasers located in Clarkton. They're very strange because it looks like each of them states a value, but there's no signatures on them. The only reason why Viv's character would recognize is because this is how nobles used to weigh in on small businesses and provide them some sort of immediate money in exchange for a higher value product down the line that they could hand over. Oftentimes, the ones without signatures were betted or used to exchange products under the noses of the government. Hence why it's illegal now.
So I'm assuming that means this chest is fairly old then.
It has to be because that practice was officially banned about 40 years ago. Most people will still honor these contracts, however, you cannot forge new ones legally.
Well.
quote unquote legally.
So, wait, are these contracts of ownership for furniture?
Yggdrasil is going to explain what she knows to the to Minuet and Darren.
Huh. Okay then.
Hey, Minuet.
Hmm?
Roll a professional sailing on the Cloud Chasers.
Okay. Okay, professional sailor. Okay, well that's a 13.
Unfortunately, not quite enough. Do you have... Roll your
How
knowledge
about
local.
perfection? Huh? Knowledge local? Yeah, I can do that. Well, knowledge local works.
Yep.
Okay.
Excuse me, not Clarkston, Clarksburg.
Okay, that is a 18. Or wait, hold on. Wait, so sorry. 19.
19 will remind you that you've heard of Cloud Chaser ships before, but that's all you're going to get.
Hmm.
The stated value is 50,000 gold on that one.
That's expensive.
Woo.
That's how much was
Wait.
that's how much was given to ensure getting a higher quality product.
No, that is the value of the product, guaranteed.
Wait.
Did you say
You said
50,000?
Yes, 50,000.
wait. This is for is that fucking is that a writ for a damn ship?
In Clarksburg.
But this is well. You said it was like at least 40 years old.
Yeah.
But what? That
Or at least it should be at least 40 years old, provided, it wasn't made recently, but generally people don't do that anymore because they can get in severe amounts of trouble.
Well, considering you're basically marking up more expensive product in the long run. Also selling your soul to whomever is giving you the product.
So, Darren, do you have a scroll case with you?
Well, yes. Yes, I do. And he walks over to his things, bringing out the scroll box. Because he can carry many scrolls.
Okay, so you'll want these somewhere safe. Probably. So you might ought to keep them in.
If it's still worth anything.
I mean,
worst case is that somebody tries to find it and we get tracked down with it, and then we have good blackmail material.
yeah. Hey, I like how you think.
It runs in the family.
Oh dear. Okay.
Darren quirks an eyebridge and then looks over Ixodras to see if he can find any particular insignias.
The only one you will see is a Skyblotter's insignia on her left shoulder.
I should probably knowledge local then.
You may if you'd like.
Yes, please.
I will do the same.
Somebody roll for Car.
How the fuck? How the fuck? Another 20.
Nice.
11 for Kai.
So,
That would be a total of 17 for me.
and 26.
Where did I put the sky bladders? There I did. All right. You guys will both know a little bit about them. Their tagline, very specifically, is to blot out the sky with overwhelming force. They are specifically a magically based mercenary guild who specializes in on-ship combat. They are known to be extremely destructive, and their contracts very specifically state that they will not cover damages to the ship in aid of protection. However, despite their destructive ways, they are the last remnant of an old arcane guild that was once rife with contravesty and other problems. This is the only section of it that survived and seemed to come out clean at the end of the day, which is very strange considering they're known for literally blowing people up.
Well, so you're you're you. Wow. So what in the world were you doing on that ship? You're freaking one of. How 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 did you have broken the minuet?
I mean, she could be in between contracts.
Uh, considering the people who I was supposed to do a contract with decided to get cold feet and dipped out, I'm kind of just heading back to the guild chapter.
Oh,
Oh, Minuet
Everybody
well,
takes a
stares at
moment
each
to
other for a
process this.
prolonged period of time.
So, did they pay you in advance?
Nope.
well, that sucks.
Sounds like that ship is no longer our problem.
Correct.
Hmm.
I mean, they didn't take the same route they would have hired me to guard them on for. They took a longer and less dangerous route. So, well. Can't get every contract.
So
So,
minuet, while Darren and Ixaddress are talking, continues randomly rifling through the stuff in the chest.
Well, other than the random stuff that Alex has a list of and I do not, unfortunately.
I recall there being a bathtub amongst the things.
Yes, there is a folding bathtub. Very specifically, I remember that one, and a couple of other very strange, more snooty objects within the confines. Most notably is the gold, though, however, and if you were to pull it out and count it, it would be 9,780 gold.
oh boy.
Okay. Well,
Is he like pulling any of the things out of it, or just kind of like?
yeah, Minuet's going to at some point pull out a piece of a collapsible bathtub.
Oh, hey, one of those. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
Hmm.
This must have been
So
This must have been owned by some rich motherfucker.
I have to wonder what. Hmm. And now Darren walks over and starts looking inside the lid, looking specifically for like any arcane markings or anything like that.
Not outwardly. You can still hear the gears kinda ticking very, very faintly if you listen very closely.
And but where did? Uh, I guess it must be like a bag of holding. But then, where did it all go? I don't.
I
mm,
Maybe this thing has a false bottom.
What, you mean like extra dimensional false bottom? It just flips and everything goes inside?
Yeah. Okay, that's crazy. But at this point, crazy sounds pretty reasonable.
I mean, if that's not actually how it works, I am damn sure going to find a way to sponsor and monetize that idea.
Um, royalties.
Like you help me get it started, and we'll split the profit.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, so how about I take everything out of this and we see if the bottom's false.
You get to the very bottom. And when I say you get to the very bottom, you don't find a bottom. Or sides. It's like the inside's a bag of holding now.
What is this? A
Oh.
fucking chest of storage? Like bag of holding, but, you know. Well, I definitely haven't seen one of these before.
I mean, considering what the bags can do, if a chest of this size were used for that kind of enchantment, you could probably get a portable vault out of it.
Yeah, but that would
Huh.
be a really expensive enchantment.
I wonder how long someone could survive in there with the chest.
Probably depends on how much stuff is in it, for starters. But
Oh, I only ask because a normal person can only survive inside a bag of holding for like
it's like a minute, right?
10 or something, I thought.
a couple minutes. Considering the amount of air that could be held inside this thing, what do you say? Like an hour, give or take? Waves his hand in that so-so motion.
This is scary speculation, and I'm not willing to test it. So.
I mean, if it's as large as I think it is, yeah, probably an hour. But that's still a sketchy perspective.
Anyways, yeah. So, I think we should probably stick most of this back in here.
Most of
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
parts
You
of it are you not sticking back in it?
put the paperwork in the scroll cases thing, and
Your guys are getting a knocking at the door.
No. You guys finish putting stuff back into that. I'll check. And Nick's address moves to the door.
Minuet begins hastily shoveling things back into the thing.
Darren does the same, especially the big objects that they have no way of explaining how they got them in the room.
When you get to the door, I'm assuming you just crack it a little bit.
Yep.
The gentleman that's at the door looks like he is armored and definitely has a sword on him. And he goes, I was told a Minuet was at this location, might have information about what happened. We just want to confirm the story.
Minuet kind of hastily hops up and runs to the door, leaving Darren to finish stuff.
Ixadrass just changes spots with Minuet basically and lets him handle the door while Ixadrass goes back and starts helping Darren put stuff in the chest.
The man.
Yeah, give us a moment to get dressed, and then we'll be right out, or I'll be right out.
He goes, oh, you're that kind of people. Okay, I'll be downstairs waiting. Thunk, 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 thunk.
I take mild exception to that.
It's what I came up with at the time.
I swear to God, I will grease you.
Hey.
Wait, me? Why? I haven't done anything.
Minuet.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I didn't want him to come in and look at that.
Let's just get this finished.
Okay. Anyways, I'm okay. So first off, let me wait a little bit to make it, and then. Okay, now I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go tend to that. Yeah, you can
While the
come
others
if you
clean
want.
up your mess.
Running theme
I
already
mean,
started. I see it.
I mean, look, Minuet is probably sorry, not Minuet. Darren is probably the best person right now to clean up this mess because he's probably also the biggest person and can scoop the biggest armfuls back into the chest.
Minuet scampers downstairs, sees the guard that is sitting there. He seems to have gotten himself a drink. He has a little notepad and a little quill and ink vial already on the table. He's just waiting.
uh, Hi.
Oh, hi.
So,
Have a seat.
all right. Minuet takes a seat.
All right, so I just need to hear your side of things. I'm technically the guard here, and by technically I mean I retired from the guard 10 years ago, but I'm the best they got. So just tell me your story. I'll write it down, and yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of good at hiding, so I managed to kind of sneak back up onto the deck while just after some commotion, which I gather was when whatever mutiny thing happened, which or something probably, and yeah, there was nothing wrong with the sails, like the sailors had told everyone the day before after, um, but they were using the arcane engine, which yeah, um, and all the sailors on deck were partying, kind of smoking cigars.
That seems about right, he says as he just jots things down and goes, okay, anything else in particular?
Let's see.
Does
There
Minuet remember
was
that they were fancy cigars and booze?
yeah, they were very, very like not your usual cigars. They were like the fancy imported kind.
He nods a bit, continues writing.
Anyways, there was one individual manning the helm, and that was it. Um. And I was trying to uh figure out what the story was, and with some, I'm a navigator by trade, and well, an engineer, and I kind of do a little bit of everything. And I
Yeah,
weave.
yeah, I
Anyways,
know. Go ahead.
so yeah, I was trying to figure stuff out, but they kind of found me and put me back below decks.
Well, just to kind of give you an idea where we are, we're at we're waypoint 161. This is an emergency rest stop. Ships that get damaged from going through the mountain pitchforks. Uh, you know, wind damage, especially during the high wind season. Sometimes the sails tear down and such like that come here,
Uh huh.
which is why we weren't surprised to see a ship come in late last night and had their sails drawn. We just thought it was just wind damage. Um, no, you're absolutely right. It was a mutiny. Apparently, though, the sailors that were on board were, according to the men that we managed to pull some of your fellow patrons or customers or whatever you want to call you guys, uh,
Yeah, I
more or
was
less.
traveling to New Eden, by the way.
Well, that's going to be something we're still working on because unfortunately, we're emergency rest stop. We get a supply ship every 2 weeks, and other than that, just whoever stops. So this one's going to be a long one. Um,
Um, when was the last one?
uh, a week ago or so. Well, 6 days.
Ugh.
So if we get an emergency stop or two, maybe we'll be able to unload some of you guys. But most of y'all don't have coins, so it's gonna take us a bit. We don't have any like terminals or anything on the island. We're not like a big name place. But
Hmm.
yeah, it was a mutiny. The sailors that were dropped off were the disagreeers. They got tied up, and yeah, they threw Captain overboard last night. Apparently, they were too
Oh.
afraid to go through the pitchfork with it says expensive wares and goods and too many passengers, considering we had to sleep on deck. Hmm, that sucks. Yeah,
Hmm.
so if you want to spread that around, you do what you guys want. He closes his notebook. I'm assuming that was everything, though, right?
Pretty much. Yeah, because I wasn't even really able to get. I I didn't want to get shot. Kind of was the major thing.
Yeah, I understand. You don't want one of those things. Apparently, that was some of the supplies that they decided to use. We're launching further investigations, and by I say we're launching further investigations, I mean I'm gonna pass this to people who are gonna actually do investigations into what the captain was shipping here because it all sounds like shady business. Uh,
Well, they had blunderbusses, so yeah.
yeah, that's what I heard more than once.
Let's yeah.
Uh,
Um,
Weapons moving and you know that many people on a ship that's only supposed to carry 30.
yeah.
Asking for
And
trouble.
that was without us being able to get to the bottom deck.
Oh yeah, that's the cargo. They don't know what they're hauling necessarily completely. Apparently according to the sailors got off, they found some blunderbusses and they found some alchemist fires and some questionable potions when they were tied up down there, but at this point
Ah,
I'm pretty sure that whoever that captain was not a good guy. So maybe the world will be better off without him. I don't care. Not my deal. I'm just gonna get you all off of here over the next couple of months and contact the mainlands, see if we can get you somewhere.
okay. So uh, is there a place where I can get some bird feed?
You could try the general store. I don't know how much they have, but
Oh, okay. Well, alternatively, I can share rations, but
well, there's
I know
always the
that
bread.
Mary.
You
Huh?
could just go to the baker.
Fair, fair. Bread would work. Um, but that's gonna be in high demand too here, while there's so many people.
You're telling me? But, if somebody lucks out, maybe a ship will drop by that needs some emergency repairs, and maybe some of y'all do actually have coin and can buy your way onto a merchant vessel. I don't know. It's probably your best bet. You can always go talk to the docks and see what's going on. There might be a
Ah,
couple of refueling stops coming. I don't know.
okay.
We're a quiet place. We don't cause trouble. We help everybody. We don't ask questions normally. We're gonna be asked questions now. That's the only reason why we're doing this.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Hey, at least they shot no one, I think. Well, past possibly the captain, but
There was a commotion. Um, but yeah, I'm just glad I brought food for me at least. It's not great, it's wander meal, but still.
you actually eat that stuff?
I mean, when you're poor and working the docks, and yeah, it's you get by. Also, it's kind of the whole I supplement it with eggs
He
sometimes.
he kind of gives a shrug and goes, "Well, if you need me, my name's George. I'll be going home now because I'm not going to be able to do anything tonight. So you have a good night, all right?"
All right, I appreciate it.
Yep. And stands up and finishes his drink and then walks out.
All right, Minuet goes back up to the room and relays information.
Side note, isn't it still like early morning?
Yeah, it's like midday.
And he said good night. Wonderful.
Yeah, he's probably gonna fucking just take a big damn drink and be like, fuck all this shit.
He
Well,
retired out here to get away from this nonsense. Then this happens. And the town's like,
Yep.
hey, George, you used to be a guard. Go do guard things. And he's like,
I hate you all.
has
Yep.
drink, goes home, just lays in bed.
Repeats to self. I am retired. I am retired. I am retired. I am retired.
It's like the picture of the like the meme of like the guy laying in the hospital bed or something, and something about this kills the man or something like that.
I don't know that meme.
Let me see. It's like what is that fucking stupid Adult Swim show, like Moral Oral or
All
something?
moral oral.
Oh
Never
no.
heard of it.
Oh my god, we're gonna make you watch that.
That yeah, it is a
It's
show.
no, it's like a really weird, awkward show at first, and then it gets real heavy.
Oh yeah.
Like suddenly, story just smacks you in the face, and it's like, oh, hi, this is
Alright.
actually a TV show.
Well, Ixidras has enough rations on her to last the until the supply runs, so she's not gonna be too terribly fussed. She's not gonna be particularly happy, but
Well, you guys do have an extended amount of money now. You could just hunt the docks until
that's fair.
a ship comes in
We
and just
could.
buy your way on.
We could. This is true.
Or we could take the more patient route and save money.
I mean, I only have 6 days of bird food left. So, yeah.
Darren starts counting out his personal money, which really doesn't amount to much.
Ixidras doesn't particularly have much either at the moment.
Yeah, Minuet has 3 gold, 7 silver, and 7 copper.
Yeah.
The party sits there and realizes that there's a giant chest full of gold in the room.
Yep. Yep.
Well,
As long as
I
somebody
mean, if
can
we want to
fake
get
being
out there
rich and
quick,
snooty enough to get away with it.
Cough, cough.
Hey.
Ad-
Hey,
adjust
Ixidress.
glasses.
Oh
Hey,
no.
hey, Ixidress.
Yes.
You wanna maybe um try to fool people into thinking you're like a noble or something?
What makes you think I have to fool people into thinking that? Adjust
Fair
spray.
point. Fair point.
She gives a haughty sniff.
How do you know I'm not a noble? Says the person that has like a few copper on their person.
I have a few gold on my person, thank you.
I already feel like I'm dealing with asshole clients. Wonderful.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Just don't break anybody's legs. Again.
Okay, I only broke that guy's nose because he stole the letter I was going to send you, and he deserved it.
Oh. Yeah, well. Hmm.
Though in all fairness, I don't cut a noble visit.
Hmm.
And you're small. Unfortunately, that means it will be harder for people to take you seriously. They're going to think you're cute and want to pet you.
Um. Dang it.
I'm
You should,
not wrong.
You should have
Don't
thought
you
about that
remember when you
before
were
becoming.
daughter?
You should have thought about that before being small and fluffy.
I mean, I could do this, and Minuet changes into a human.
Oh.
Okay, but is he a medium-sized human or a small-sized human?
Medium.
Medium.
Okay.
I'm a medium-sized kitsune. I'm just in fox form. I'm a tiny.
Yeah, he is 5'8" normally, but then he turns into a little itty bitty teeny weeny adorable fox.
Oh, that's great. So wait, so your kitsune form is small or medium?
Medium.
Okay.
Medium kitsune. Medium human. Tiny true fox.
He turns into a little fox.
Itty bitty. Well, I mean, as long as you're not like, basically small enough to fit in my hand, it feels like you should be fine.
But
Granted, if we really wanted to sell the Noble's Visage, having a tiny and very fluffy white fox would be a suitable exotic pet.
oh no, you.
Darren sighs and just undoes his jacket or coat so he can reveal his front. And like this, people will think I'm a guard. Because it's that easy.
The muscly Dragon takes off his jacket. Oh boy. The heavily tattooed muscly dragon.
You really do cut the guard look pretty well, I have to say.
Thanks.
Alternatively, we could go another route with this. Minuet pulls up his pickpocket's outfit and shows that he underneath is wearing a courtesan's outfit.
You're going to get very questioning and very concerned looks from Ixodras.
Darren furrows his brows. Wait, what are you suggesting?
He's suggesting
fine.
instead of being the adorable pet, he is the exotic fuck toy. Or escort.
That's a way to put it. God damn it.
You're the one wearing the outfit.
I mean, it's nice to have a well, okay, so the pickpocket's outfit is a tearaway outfit.
Ah, so you're the kinky type as well.
I mean, that's not what I intend for it. It's it's a good disguised one. I'm trying to
Look,
be
he's
sneaky.
small and adorable, but I mean, I don't know.
I think you sell the fox look better than the courtesan.
Yeah, you're just
I mean,
a
I've
little
got the
small for her, and I don't know. I just can't see you doing that. I mean, okay, I've known you for years, but still, even if I didn't know you, I just looking at you, I can't see you doing that unless you were taller. Like, if
you're
Ixodras were like a foot and a half taller, I could see that happening because there's weird. Is that a
that.
bell ringing?
I pulled out the finger symbols.
Oh,
Courtesan,
Okay, I didn't know.
pickpocket. Yeah, I'm not using my condenser mic. I'm using the headset right now, so you can't really hear them. But
oh.
I had to muse myself for a moment. I'm sorry.
Anyways, yeah, I guess I can be fucking.
We'll worry about that when we
Yeah.
need to sell it.
Yeah. Besides, the more stuff I'm carrying, the more I look like I'm her escort slash guard.
Fair.
So it sounds like you guys have a plan. I say we take a moment and then we see how well you can execute said plan.
Oh boy.
I,
Fuck.
I want to see how this goes.
Terribly.
Watch us fail like the most spectacular fireworks show you have ever seen.
Or they all roll natural 20s. With my luck, they'll just roll natural 20s and somehow be us all the way through it. Burb.
I feel like that was our entire last campaign, though.
It was.
True.
Shush.
I mean, I've burned so many 20s already, and it's stupid, and I hate it.
Alright. Do you guys want me to leave you guys vocal, or do you want me to mute you guys?
Whatever works.
I'll just mute
Whichever.
everybody. Burb.
Oh. Okay.
Mute. There we go. I wish there was just a button that would just mute everything except for like the one. Whatever. All right. So you guys have an idea. Now it is about noon at this point since they probably have finally cleared the docks. What is your first plan of action here?
So, um, hmm. Are we actually going to try to the Ixodress and her entourage thing? Because I'm totally down.
It seems to be the plan we decided on. We just need to.
We just need a ship in the docks.
Correct. We have docks, but we don't. I don't think we have a ship yet.
So,
None that you know of, at least.
so we go to the dock and we do some asking around, and
All right, so it sounds like we're rolling diplomacies and/or knowledge locals to gather information.
Knowledge local for me.
my knowledge local is actually better than my diplomacy.
Roll one or the other. Somebody roll. Oh, I'll roll for Car. Hold on. Let's see what we get. Whoop. I get to roll dice as the DM. What?
Well,
Oof.
my knowledge local is garbage.
I rolled a
I've
3.
rolled a 10 total.
And Car rolled a 3. So what's your total, Car?
9.
Yeah, the very few dock workers that are out today seem to be pretty much kind of tired of existing after the event.
And answering a bajillion questions 15 times.
So when you guys come in, their response is, "We don't know. Supply ship's coming next week. No, we don't have any real good contact with the mainland. We have a sending stone and it's already on its way. So we'll hear back when we hear back. Please come back later for more information. Thank you. Bye."
Well,
Tired
shit.
employee just shuts the door.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna wait a little bit then, if everybody is cool with that.
Sounds like you guys have a day to kill in town due to bad rolls, unfortunately.
Yep.
Does anybody want to do anything in particular in town, or do you want me to just skip to the next day?
You guys have anything y'all want to do? Oh, Minuet's gonna go to general store and or baker and find out how much either some bird feed or some bread is, or both.
The general store doesn't have any bread. They just have some normal rations, which have been marked up from a silver to about 3 silver at this point,
Woo!
because they can.
Uh-huh.
The baker has done the same thing. Instead of a loaf of bread for a silver, or for like 5 copper, he has marked it up to a silver. He has some bread left, but that's just because he marked it up to a point where most people can't afford it right now. At least more
I
people
mean,
that were paying 8 copper for a dang ride over to the next island over. So,
but
yep.
okay, so is there any like bread that has been expired?
He smiles and says, "Absolutely. I have some that I can sell to you for 2 copper a loaf."
Um, sure, I'll take a couple loaves if you've got a couple loaves.
He will hand you a couple loaves for 2 copper apiece. He has to go on back and fish them out, but, you know.
I'm gonna take 3 loaves then.
3 loaves it is.
Yep. Of probably moldy bread.
Slightly moldy, definitely stale.
That's fine for chickens, though.
You have your bread.
Yep.
Anybody else want to do anything, or are we skipping the rest of the day?
Darren's going to look for books.
Unfortunately, the only books that you hear of on the island are already owned by people specifically.
This is disappointing.
Exodress just assumes there's nothing here that she particularly gives a shit about, so doesn't bother.
There are drinks available. You guys can actually afford drinks, unlike most of the people here.
You know what? Yeah, this has been a lot. So Darren's going to get a bottle of alcohol to share.
What kind of alcohol?
Question. Is
Yes.
the rum gone?
The rum has never gone in this town. They know
Good.
better. If you drop 5 silver pieces, they will give you an entire bottle of rum.
Hmm. Sure.
It's definitely a sea town, though. The women are dressed a little risque. So are the men sometimes.
Um, Minuet is like, ha, see, courtesan outfits.
I don't know if their outfits are as fancy as yours, Minuet.
Fair, because it is silk, but still.
So, you're into that, are you?
I mean, it's comfy.
I'm
Have
not
you
that
ever
picky.
have you ever worn silk? It's great.
Which garments are silk?
Um, Minuet says nothing.
Slowly looks away.
Huh, everything. Got it. In which case, no, I haven't. Way too expensive.
I make good decisions with my money.
Do you?
So, this wasn't bought with that one pack of money that I gave you the last time we had dinner.
I I could have sworn that I reverse pickpocketed that back.
Darren
Y-
stops,
Did you, did
blinks.
you check did you check your pants the next day or something?
Oh, so that's why there was a bunch of change on the floor. Dang it, Minuet.
I mean,
Stop.
I can get by fine.
Says the guy with the courtesan's outfit.
Uh-huh.
Darren just squints at his friend and then puts a hand on the fox's head because Darren's like a foot and some inches taller.
Dang it, you. Dang it.
No, dang it, you. Seriously, you're not going hungry on my watch. And yes, I know you're never going to eat Mary.
No. Though eggs are okay because yeah. I don't have a rooster, so they aren't fertilized, and I don't have an incubator. So yeah.
Buck, 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 buck.
And you never plan on raising a farm of chickens.
I mean, I'd rather not because family stuff. I don't want to do that.
Wait, why
But
are you going back to New Eden?
they want me to come perform for the festival, and I finally gave in and decided to go.
Well, do you want me to perform you?
I mean, you're better at that than I am. So, well, I mean, it's a different thing because I've got the flute thing, the ancestral instrument thing. Minuet pulls out the nine-tailed Bawu thing.
That he spent years training on and still doesn't know how to play without people making a face.
Oh,
If he wishes to
well,
play it, I will describe the sound.
Minuet
does
opts not to right now.
it? uh, well, in either case, Darren is going to reach into one of his tail bags, uh,
Woo!
and pulls out his small chalkboard and chalk in hand, hands it over to Minuet. Just write down what I need to know.
About
The performance.
oh well, I don't really know a lot. I got some letters, but it's mostly the same every year. They do like tradition stuff, and I hate tradition stuff. But yeah,
Yeah, well,
I I suppose I'll see what I can do. Minuet like begins scribbling down uh the basics of what the performance entails. So I gather that's a perform wind instrument check.
Yeah, you can sit down and try and chalkboard sheet music.
Okay.
Poor X is just sitting here, just like, General
Wow,
people
that's
testing.
actually a relatively good roll. That is going to be a 18.
Got it. All right, you're chalkboarding down some notes.
We
Whether or not you want to try and play that instrument or not, or show it off, or hand it to anybody else is up to you. In the meantime, X is just sitting there, I'm assuming, at this point.
Oh,
I
Minuet is
mean,
not going to hand his instrument to anyone else.
I was gonna say, like, Darren did bring a bottle of rum. He's not going to keep it to himself. He got it to share. He's not going to take down a whole bottle of rum. He knows better.
I don't.
Well, once
Yep.
Minuet's done with the like drawing out the basics, he passes that over and eyes the bottle of rum.
As I said many hours ago, I thought this was starting at 9, so I was somewhere.
And as we said many hours ago, we told you that wasn't the fucking case.
Yeah, I apologize.
It's
Shame.
okay.
Oh,
Shame.
let's go.
Hey, guess what gets to happen finally?
Hooray!
First off,
Okay.
I have a meme for you, Vari.
I would
going
just like to
This is
state
going to be you.
this is not
Yeah.
going to happen again, as it was a individual mistake.
It's all
Okay,
good. We can handle that
let's
off
go.
of the off game. Do you got your character
Awesome.
sheet up and everything?
It is loading.
Also, we've already rummaged through the box.
That's
But anyways, yeah. So Minuet is eyeing the bottle of rum intensely.
Hey, guess what happens with the chest suddenly? The gears suddenly start to go from that weird, like, awkward trying to get everything back into order ticking noise to suddenly ticking properly, and that little magical message off in the corner is gone.
What did the magical mesh?
Please wait.
Oh.
Um,
It's been a stressful day.
but okay, so you know that meme of like the cat standing on a hood of a car and then honking the horn.
Boing.
Yeah, that's what happens with Minuet.
So Minuet goes flying off the chest. The magical please wait is now gone. And by the way, that sound like it made when everything hit the chest is suddenly reversed, kind of like it's gone.
Swoop.
It's like a failsafe just suddenly shut off since everything's coming back into operation. Where'd you leave the key? What position did you leave it in, by the way?
It was uh it was Darren that had the key last.
Oh,
Was
sorry.
Darren
Yeah,
has
because
the
you're
key.
the one that was shoving everything back into the thing.
Oh, shoot. I mean, I guess I locked it.
Full
'Cause
locked?
that's the thing you do.
Okay.
Yeah, just like
All the way
regular
until it
lock.
stopped?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the chest made a noise.
Oh, I ready a spell.
Is it the same spell as before?
Yes.
Good to know.
Darren is going to grab his hammer.
Minuet, after landing, it's like, hey, Darren, the key.
What about the
Y-
key?
Can I have the key?
Isn't the key
Oh,
inside the lock?
No, not currently. They got it out of you.
Mm.
Yep. I blew up a fucking lockpick set in the process too.
It'll be
Sorry.
posted to YouTube. You'll get to watch it.
Okay.
Yep.
Can I have
Darren
a
pulls
link
the key
to
out of his
the?
jacket.
Can I have
Okay.
access to the game?
Yeah, you should be on my friends list, aren't you?
Yeah.
Do I have you on Steam?
Yes, but it doesn't say you're actively playing.
You, it should. Oh, I just totally revealed the server name to everybody. Whatever, it's on friends only, so whatever. Here, let me try it this way then.
I think there was still a password too.
There was at some point. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and really quickly put the Steam on BRB, so that way without me. This program out. I'm gonna try and remember how to play.
Just invite to game, I assume. Because you're just inviting them to your lobby. So it probably work like it does with any other Steam game. Fucking lost, probably.
I'm just gonna change it off.
Oh dear.
Go. There, now it should be visible as the regular channel. And we'll send you the password.
I'm just surprised that Steam isn't saying we're playing tabletops.
Well, the weird thing is
It
I
is
saw
for
you
me.
come on, and then now I don't see you in my friends list. So it's like, what?
Make sure you're actually still signed into your friends list, I guess?
I am.
I'm talking to Alex.
I don't know what that means, but my friends list says online.
Okay,
just-
well, then... Yeah, I don't know.
Hi.
Are?
Oh,
Yeah.
now I can see you. Invite. There we go. That should have sent it. Steve.
Get your fucking ass in here. Fucking late ass bitch.
Okay, so Minuet, in the meantime, is going to take the key, but also is going to be like, "Hey, Darren, that bottle. Can I have a swig of it?"
Um, yeah, I got it for all of us.
Okay. Okay. Well, in that case, Minuet breaks out his mess kit with the little like cup in it. Um, pours a little bit of the rum in it, and then pours a little bit of water from his water skin in it, and then takes a
Travesty.
long swig. And then puts the key in the lock and turns
Fantastic.
the.
So you hit the first click before unlocking the chest, and hey, Alex.
Yes?
For the first time in a long time, as if you've been asleep for an extravagant long amount of time, feeling like you just took a nap that was too long in the middle of the day by mistake and all groggy as heck, you open your eyes to somebody strange holding a key and or turning you on in the non-sexual manner.
What was the dude who owned me's name?
Oh, we never came up with that, did we?
No.
Von
Make
Barker.
something up. There you go. So make something up.
Done. His name was Von Barker.
This chest is property of Von. His key.
You cut out really bad.
Pop out.
You are cutting out really, really bad.
Why does everything happen now?
Because
Hey, at least it's session one.
Can you
I'm going to I'm going to assume it's punishment for being so late.
yes.
No.
This
It's
chest is property of Von Barker. Who are you with his key?
I'm Minuet. I would gather your owner is probably passed away.
Who do
Uh,
you work for?
Her.
What was the name of the corporation that I quote worked for? Era
you mean the one that
did this.
Jameson's.
Are you in the employ of Jameson's corporation?
Nope.
Oh, fantastic. Little arms start to push out from the sides of the chest. Chest kind of has two little legs shove out from beneath it, and it starts to rise off of the ground.
Minuet has a very startled look. Very, and kind of backpedals a little bit.
oh god, it's a fucking mimic.
Those bastards had me enslaved in this goddamn chest for I don't know how damn long. Now that he's dead, apparently I can actually control myself.
Oh yeah, you probably have been. Well, okay, so we found some paperwork in you. Uh, that's weird to say. That
You got
was
in
like,
there without being, like, completely consumed?
yeah, hi, I'm good at stuff like that.
Oh. Congratulations.
Anyways, yeah, so, you had paperwork in you that, was at least 40 years old.
Explains the crink in my neck. He reaches up to where a head would be, but there's nothing there. Pretends to pop his neck.
That's really weird to watch, and also fascinating. Hi, I'm a little bit of an engineer. You're amazing.
Oh, glad to hear you like it. It is constant agony.
Oh,
I'm joking. I haven't felt a thing in a long, long time.
well, yeah.
Right.
So,
Where are we?
We're on an emergency rest stop because the ship we were on, the the sailors mutinied against their captain, chucked him overboard, and then dumped everyone off here.
yep.
So, you
So,
lot are mutineers, or the other crew was?
We were
we were
passengers.
passengers.
Fair enough.
I was just going to New Eden, and this happened.
I guess since the last guy died, I guess I technically belong to you now, although that's not going to be a thing that I continue with. You guys root through all of
Technically
my
speaking,
pockets? Chest opens up and he just starts shoving his arms around the contents.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
they
sorry,
did.
and we had to hurry to shove everything back in because there was a guard that was about to burst in, and yeah, but it's okay, everything's fine.
Everything is
Um,
everywhere inside of you. It's not organized anymore.
Ah, bad.
technically, Darren raises his non-hammer holding hand. I was supposed to take you back to the New Eden Rangers Guild, and I'm not quite sure what to do with you anymore.
The Rangers are decent people. You could still bring me there if you'd like. They'd probably go, "Oh, it's sapient," and then say, "All right, we can go." They're good
that's
people.
fair.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Worst case is that we claim the mutineers made off with the chest.
I'm sure once people see me walking around with you folks, they'd realize that that didn't happen.
True.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a totally different chest that we picked up in a suspicious alleyway from an even more suspicious and shady-looking person in a dark cloak.
So hear me out. I'm thinking maybe you should impersonate an inanimate object while we're around town for now.
Where's my key?
Hi, here.
Oh, you give me the
Hold.
key?
I hold up. No, I'm just holding it up.
Oh, I'm going to reach over and try and take the key from you.
Um. Sure.
Trust me, I'm a lot more secure if I have a hold of it.
That's fair. Also, there's this crank. Minuet pulls out the crank.
Ah, that's you can hold on to that. I actually can't reach where it's used.
Yeah. Oh, I was really impressed. I exactly cranked it enough. Uh, I'm yeah. I'm not really familiar with your mechanism, but it apparently was like spot on with the cranking. Anyways, yeah. So yeah. But by the way, I would if you'd be okay with it, I would totally want to like look at your mechanisms and stuff if that's okay.
Sure.
Awesome.
Go for it. Just don't bend anything.
Oh well, yeah.
So,
The also, how the fuck does a crank power? You're clearly
Oh,
magical.
hold up. He opens the thing up. He opens it up the chest, slides out a panel, and there actually is like a magical core in there.
Yeah, I've
Pushes it
seen
back
that.
in. Yeah, the crank just allows most of the body parts to keep moving.
Oh well, your core's kind of weak. Like,
I'm sure it is.
I mean, we at first thought that it was just kind of
Almost
useless.
empty.
depleted.
Yeah.
So, should we be concerned that your core is almost depleted?
Is it?
Um, you've never really seen or messed with your own core before, so you're not entirely sure what the difference was between now and then. You do feel
Hey,
tired, like you've been asleep for way too long and super groggy, so maybe you're just been unconscious too long. Maybe you were technically dead for a moment.
Maybe it just needs time to warm back up.
um, actually, you know, eh, Darren or Ixodress, do either one of y'all have a mirror?
Let's
I do
see.
not.
Got hammer. Well, I've got a pot, but that's iron.
Or rather, I don't have a mirror on my person.
Hmm.
Mm, nope.
I
Is
mean,
there a mirror in the room?
Well,
Unfortunately, no.
I've got one.
oh well then, let's use that. Look at your core.
Drawer opens, pulls out hand mirror.
Yeah, it actually does look like it is pulsing way slower and more faded than you remember that part being. You've always wondered what the heck that little gemstone is. It looks like a little crystalline, like, mana crystal like they put in the ships to drive them and stuff when there's no wind. But it's
How do I put?
smaller.
Anyone know how to recharge one of these?
Hmm.
I don't know. Can you consume souls?
Is that a roll I need to make?
I'd really rather not.
You can attempt to roll a knowledge arcane if you'd like. The DC might be a little bit on the ridiculous side, though.
No, I literally just threw that into my dice. There you go.
Woo!
I mean, 20, 25?
Unfortunately, it's not high enough. As I said, you've seen these little things in books before. They were mentioned to be some sort of unlimited power source for some ships that are rumored to exist. And they've got documented proof they exist, but they're nowhere to be found anymore.
Well, she is going to note. Well, I mean, they technically are rumored to be unlimited power sources. So,
Well, if it's unlimited, how am I running out of juice?
maybe it's just been going dormant. I don't know. Like,
No.
there's very
Okay.
little known about these things.
Hey, Exodress.
What?
I have a crazy idea.
Oh God.
It's
I'm gonna-
magical, right?
I'm not going to cast magic at it.
Let me try something more simple before you guys kill me. If I may. I'm going to fully stand up, stretch out. You guys hear a little bit of like bending and creaking from joints that haven't been moved or oiled in 40 years. And then he just starts doing like some you know when you're like doing like high knees, that like very simple leg workout?
Are you just doing
seem
squats?
to chart? What?
Are you just doing squats?
Pretty much. Does that seem to energize it at all?
Yeah, it's like a heartbeat. It actually kind of goes up a little bit when he's doing the exercise.
All right. Well, so
It's
That
usually
is
easier to start
fascinating.
simple.
Darren stares in fascination and slowly lowers his hammer.
all right. So as long as you, I'm assuming as long as you continue to not be asleep for another God knows how long, you'll be fine.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna go to sleep again for a long, long time, and hopefully, when it is, it'll be the last one.
Also, I don't happen to have any good clockwork oil, but I do have some lamp oil, which would probably help with those uh squeaking and creaking sounds. Just
I'll
in...
need to open myself up to you a bit, but if you want to lather me up good, go for it, friend.
Woo!
Exodras is just going to sigh and just place a hand on her face.
Darren holds out the bottle of rum to her and says, Minuet, you're not helping your situation, Mr. Silk Pants.
She's going to rummage through her pack for her rather large mug, especially for someone of her size, and takes a swig of rum.
Okay.
So, is there any guards around here, or can I start figuring out what's actually inside of my body?
Oh well,
there's-
we're in a
there's-
private room.
Yeah, we're in a private
As long-
room. There's one whole retired guard, and I'm pretty sure he went fuck this day and went back home.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what he did. Oh yeah, I already told you what he said. Yeah. So it's pretty much confirmed. We got mutinied. We just
That's
need to
always
find a...
unfortunate.
we need to find a way off this rock. Also, hey, uh, what's your name, box guy?
Oh, my name is. Ah. Hold on. Starts to hum for a second. Yeah, the only thing I actually know is MS-06.
Oh, yeah, that's written on the backside of your thing next to the crank.
Wait, no, the engraving on the back is PM06.
Oh, wait, it is?
I might have gotten it wrong.
Oh, well,
Oh, never mind. Never mind, ignore my statement.
Uh, it's definitely wrong, but I'm gonna go with Michael Scott. Or you could just call me M. I don't really mind either way.
M sounds pretty
As long as you don't call me a bitch box, go stand over there and throw disc.
good. Okay,
Sounds
noted.
incredibly rude.
Yeah, but when your will is completely bound to the word of another, that person tends to be rude.
You know, if the person wasn't dead, I would note them down for a solid magic missile.
That's fair. Also, I have a lot of stuff in a pack. I know it's kind of weird to say, but you don't appear to have much problems carrying a ridiculous amount of something because you appear to be like partially a bag of holding or something.
Well,
So,
if you
would
want
you?
to toss stuff in here, go for it. As long as you agree to let me keep my own. But first, let's actually find out what's inside of me before we end up pouring some solvent on some glue.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
mean, we
But
got a tub. There's a bunch of gold, and also before you do that, do you know anything about a cloud chaser?
Is there a knowledge I could roll against that?
Do you have knowledge nobility? Knowledge
Yes.
local. Roll your
Yes.
knowledge nobility.
Knowledge ability or knowledge local or both.
Either or.
All right. Where's the d20 here? I don't have a d20.
Oh, it's in there in the pile. It's right here.
Ah.
Sorry, I didn't organize your dice. I just kind of.
What did I get? All right. Knowledge nobility is 10 plus. That's a 16.
Yeah, you remember the Cloud Chasers? They were a shipwright down that was really, really, really down in their luck because the guy that owned it was a little bit of a boozer, and your patron Von Barker uh, offered him 10 grand for a 50 grand ship down the road if he asked no questions and took the deal. And he needed to take the deal. There was no option. You know that he was buying a bunch of furniture rights around that area too. You're not entirely sure why, but you had no will to fight back.
Oh, Cloudchair's a shipwrights company. They might be closed now. This is 40 years ago, but the guy that owned me made us some really shady deals with them to keep him afloat for a little while longer. He's also buying up like couches, chairs, things like that.
Ixidras raises a finger and goes, would one of the amounts happen to be something around 50,000 gold? Because that was on one of the papers.
Yeah, he paid 50,000 gold for a 10,000 ship as long as no questions were asked.
Spent
the other
10,000
way
for a
around.
50,000 gold ship.
Oh, sorry, spent 10,000 on a 50,000 gold ship. So, made out like a bandit on that deal.
He basically went, I give you this money now, you give me this good shit later. Alright. Yeah, those deals. That's the right time period for it.
Would rolling knowledge local potentially give me any other information?
Yes. If you roll knowledge local, you might have a general idea where in Clarksburg it was.
Alright, that is a 11. That is a 20. Exactly.
You know very well that all this stuff did not happen on the main island with all the colleges. It happened on one of the side islands that was more residential.
I think the cloud chasing company was just to keep out of most people's way. It was on one of the side or port islands.
Ah, the residential sections.
Yeah, it was significant distance away from the main island.
Well,
And Ixodras knows this because she's from there.
so, how about we see about getting a ship to Clarksburg?
Well, depending on what Von Braun left it, we might just be able to buy one.
There
Well-
was a considerable amount of gold in you.
Yeah, there was a lot of gold. I kind of was tempted, but I didn't.
Did you get
I
the fake
mean-
gold? Gold.
We
There's
have no
fake
idea.
gold?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't really mess with it aside from pulling it out to see if you had a bottom in because we were trying to figure out how the thing worked and whether or not there was a false bottom for because mechanism and it seemed to flip and stuff and I really want to figure out how that works. But yeah. But there's
Well,
no bottom.
Go eventually.
I mean, I didn't want to swim around in it, so
Oh, I guess we should start figuring out how much of that gold is real and how much of it is fake.
anyways, yeah. Let's yeah, because we're gonna need some money to get off of this rock.
So the question is, Alex, are you going to show them the fake gold first or the real gold?
Fake gold.
So when you open up to the fake gold, there's got to be at least 100,000 as you guys are shoveling it out. It is
Um,
obviously a misdistraction. When you guys get halfway through and you start to realize the coins are lighter and everything, it's like, oh.
I was gonna say, is there something I can roll to just be like, there's no way this is like, is this can I just like roll to disbelieve this bullshit? Because there's no way this is how much he actually has.
You absolutely can. Because the
What
moment
am I
that he-
rolling?
the moment
especially since we already saw the 9,000.
just disbelieve it. Honestly, it's obviously fake
Disbelieve.
because you guys were told there's fake gold, and this is way more than the previous amount. The funny
Yeah.
thing is that the moment that Alex's character here, M, decides to switch over to the real stuff, it all just disappears.
That's a
He-
hilarious enchantment, and
That's
we
great.
can do terrible things to people's minds with that.
Von Braun was kind of a cunt.
Yeah, but that's a particularly amusing enchantment to me. For a lot of reasons.
I'm impressed, at least.
I just think it's funny.
Unfortunately, it becomes very obvious very quickly that it's fake.
That's fair, but it's still funny.
It is.
And then I'll just dump the real stuff.
Okay, so same stuff as what we saw before, probably.
Yep.
I'm imagining that when you say dump the real stuff, you switch over to it and just like vomit it out.
No. You switch to it, pull the arms and legs in, and then just pop open like, a chest.
Like a fucking slot machine.
Bing, 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 bing.
Okay, anyways, yeah, so you do the organizing thing, I guess. And
Alright, well, Ixodras is just gonna count the gold.
9,780.
Cool. Well, I can guarantee that this is going to be enough to get us off this island. And to probably other things as well.
Well, again, where are we?
On an
Waypoint
emergency
61.
emergency waypoint 61, there's a supply ship that comes here every 2 weeks, and beyond that, it's a complete crapshoot.
Yep.
So,
food?
yes.
Good.
At worst, we're here for a week and a day, give or take. At best, we might be out of here, like, I don't know, tomorrow if a ship comes through and we can buy passage onto it.
For now, Darren just takes the bottle of rum, looks at it, and then just tilts his head back and takes a swig directly from it.
Will.
For now, I think Darren has had enough of today.
Yes, I have, because wrapping my mind around the enchantment, not to mention trapping someone's sapient soul inside a mechanical chest thing.
I lost a bet.
You
Wow.
lost a lot more than a bet.
Also, hey Darren, before you polish off the bottle, here, give me some more of that. Holds
Sure,
up his
have
mug.
this.
No, not the Damn.
He's just holding out the bottle. He's not pouring it in.
Okay,
Soft,
okay, good.
soft humming noise followed by the production of a gallon jug of mead.
Pink.
Oh, you wonderful, wonderful person.
Ixidress is getting a cup of that. This is much more my style.
And the party decides to delete their memories from tonight after the horrible occasion that was this.
I mean, she's not gonna get like fucking blackout, can't remember anything drunk, but she's definitely downing a cup of mead.
Minuet though, is going to do the 1 part rum, 4 parts water yet again though.
Lightweight.
Well, to be fair, I think if something his size fucking drank that much rum, he'd just fucking his blood would turn to alcohol.
Bear in mind, he is actually 5 feet 8 inches tall, so he is like normal human height. He's probably just mainly fluff.
Yeah.
What are you?
He's
I'm a
kid
kitsune.
today.
Oh, adorable.
Also, I can do this. Minuet transforms into a human. Also, I can do this. Minuet transforms into a fox.
He is a tiny fox.
So-
He is adorable tiny fox.
When Minuet transforms into a human, Darren is like halfway reaching for him, thinking he's gonna go fox first, and he goes, "Aw," and then he turns into a fox and goes, "Oh, okay," and just grabs a hold of Minuet with one hand because
And
Minuet
just,
is just
"Eeh,
like, small,
eeh,
and lifts him up.
d- dang it, Darren. Dang it.
Dang it, what? You're tiny and adorable.
Put me down.
Nah.
Wiggle paws, wiggle paws.
Keep holding him.
No. Swigs
Aw.
more rum because he can now. Just holding on to Minuet. He's like, I can lift you with one hand even when you're normal, right?
Y'all try to like.
Okay, so
Ramp
escape
up.
artist check.
Have you guys tried to like improve the emergency signal? Try and get someone out sooner.
God damn it.
Well, they don't even have a terminal to call people to contact other stops or cities with. There is
Oh, they've
nothing
got-
here.
They've got one. They've got one terminal at the dock.
No, they said they had a
There's
sending.
one
Oh yeah,
stone.
sending stone.
Yeah, they had a sending stone, and they've already used that to get message out. So.
Yep.
Also, that was an escape artist check of 10.
I doubt that beats anybody's CMD.
Yeah, no. Not even my CMD.
Question, Vari, what is your escape artist with that one?
10.
Oh no, you don't even beat the sorcerer.
Wait. Sorry, I forgot to add back my dex bonus. So that is.
Probably.
That's a 12.
Still don't beat me, and I don't even have a strength modifier.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I'm sorry.
Wiggle,
You-
wiggle,
you're
wiggle,
fine.
wiggle.
All he does is make himself look more adorable.
At least let me get back to my drink.
Fine. Sets Minuet down by his cup.
Mm,
You should change
Temptation-
back, otherwise that's going to be bad.
If you get wasted while smaller, then get bigger, do you get less drunk?
Hmm. I'm not gonna try this.
If you
I'm
got
not
wasted
going to
while
try
big
this.
and got died from alcohol poisoning.
Hey guys, we just got raided.
Oh.
Did we?
Oh, hey, it's Taiga.
Yep,
Oh shit!
I
Oh,
appreciate it.
We've
I
hello,
Thanks,
hello,
Taigo.
everyone.
Welcome to the table.
Ah,
Okay, so Minuet's going to transform back to Kitsune form.
All right. Fantastic. Should we move on to the next day? Play a
Yeah, that seems
little bit
reasonable.
later than we normally do.
I mean,
I'm
are
down.
you okay with it, Kai?
yeah, why not?
So the next day comes. You guys have decided to delete your memories from last night with alcohol, obviously.
Well, Minuet kind of is conservative with it and doing the grog method.
Slightly less deleting memories. Got it. When the morning comes, you guys are probably going to go back to the docks, if I'm assuming correctly.
yeah.
Yep. Oh, important question.
Yes.
Box friend, are you actually just gonna like walk around, or do you want one of us to like carry you?
Me?
Yeah.
I got legs. I can use them.
This is going to be awkward and interesting.
I'm also very, very heavy.
One party member
I mean,
already knows this.
Also, Taigo says to pay attention to your stream.
I am paying attention to the stream. I see it.
Yeah.
I have it up right now.
Hi,
I see a
people.
bunch of Catboy raid stuff.
Yes.
I'm assuming that is you, Vari, at this point.
No, that's Taigo. He's a cat boy.
If
Oh.
you'd like, when we get, when a ship comes, I can do something that looks slightly sillier, but less obvious.
Hey, Tygo. I'm your friend too. Goddammit.
I do appreciate the raid, though. Yes.
Yeah. Much appreciated.
Grazie.
Squish's best answer. Yes. Squish is appreciated. I like Squish. Who doesn't like Squish?
I may or may not, at some point, as Darren like give Minuet squeezes when they're a fox. Just little gentle
Gosh.
squeezes.
Gosh darn
Minuet
it, you.
will have to squeak.
Damn it.
Squeaky toy.
I foresee that I need to put a lot more points into Escape Artist.
Yes, you do. A whole
Say that
lot.
like that's going to help you.
Vari, if you stop making adorable characters, this would probably stop happening to you. But no, you had to make yourself a tiny little adorable fox and not expect this to happen.
I mean, it's the utility of being in fox form that I was going for.
But you were
But-
tiny and adorable.
You say that, but this is the second tiny adorable character you've made, and you really should have seen this coming after the last campaign.
Adorable.
Damn it, y'all. Damn it.
Hashtag not my fault. I had no hand in this one at all.
I mean, you gave me the go ahead for the
Yes, I did, with a big old smile on my face. Because I knew this group was going to go right down that road.
God
All right,
damn
all
it.
right, all right.
Anyways,
all right.
back on track, back on track.
Yeah, so you guys need to roll your diplomacy and or knowledge locals to once again peruse with the local dockmaster to hope that you may get some information out of them other than there's another ship coming in a week and a day. Or in this case,
I guess
in a
I
week.
can roll my diplomacy. Which, it's not terrible, actually.
I can roll knowledge local if you'd like.
And he's a commoner, so I get a bonus. Oh, wait, no, that's intimidate against commoners. Never mind.
Yep. Very specifically, I'm going to point out that people are absolutely staring at the walking chest. That was the other day just a chest.
I mean, that's a nat 20, though.
Well, you being your
Woo.
snooty self are going to walk into the office and demand answers to where or when the next ship is coming, and the guy is going to get very defensive and hold up his hands and say, if you just leave a person here with me, I'll tell you when somebody comes in, okay, ma'am? Just leave. I don't need more screaming right now. Please get out. Just leave a guy here. I will send word. Okay.
Very well.
I could stay, I guess. Just somebody check on Mary when they get back to the room.
We can do that.
Alright. In which case, Darren takes his flying squirrel familiar and sets it on Minuet's shoulder. There.
Okay.
Now you have company.
There is a
Okay.
flying
Oh,
squirrel
it's
in
so
your
I know
shoulder.
where he is.
There's a flying squirrel in your shoulder. It does flying squirrel things.
Hooray.
And at least this way I know where you are.
Ixodrash
Actually,
will,
Darren, before you leave though, let me see some stuff out of my bag. Because you're
I-
still carrying it, right? Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, Minuet rummages through, gets a gear maintenance kit, maybe 5 feet of twine or so, and a couple of Mary's feathers. And while Minuet's waiting around, craft weaver.
Roll away. And what are you attempting to weave?
A tiny hat that's a replica of Darren's, roughly, for his flying squirrel.
That is absolutely adorable, and I will allow this.
Oh my
Fuck.
god.
Fuck.
Does somebody
It
want to
failed.
burn their reroll on this one?
You can have.
I'll give it
You
up.
can have.
Sure, go ahead and
Well-
flip your reroll card. F for flip. There you go. Go ahead and re-roll it, Vari. Can Minuet do it?
Damn it. Well, that's
Take
a
mine.
still not terrible. That's a 14.
14 will make a little teeny tiny hat. You're not making anything complicated. You're making a tiny hat. Unfortunately, you're
Good.
going to be spending quite some time there. It isn't until 2 p.m. until a ship rolls in. You very visibly see it come in, and the dockmaster walks out the door, looks at you, and just kind of points like, go on.
As in, go to inform people?
Yes.
Okay, Minuet, um, runs off in the direction of their room.
I'm assuming that's where everybody's going to kind of hang out because there's nothing to do in this tiny little rock island.
correct.
Minuet's going to bust in at about 2:15, 2:30ish. Early
Darren looks
And
up.
it's
and-
like, there's a ship that came in.
Cool, let's get
Darren
the
looks
heck
up
out of
from
here.
his journal. See, I told you he was coming. Walks up to take back Servette, and then stares for a minute at the tiny hat.
It chitters at you.
Where did you get the tiny hat?
It chitters at you more.
But does it point at Minuet?
No, it's not. Doesn't have the intelligence to point, but it can
No.
chitter.
But you might recognize the feathers.
Yeah.
Aww. Thanks, Minuet.
Yeah.
See, now you look fashionable. and takes back the squirrel.
All right.
So tell me how you guys are going to approach this one now.
Well, same as we planned it, I suppose?
Does that mean
Oh dear. So am I going fox form?
you are? What are you guys doing about the now apparently sapient, alive, with legs and arms chest that you got with you?
Just say
I'm
it's your
going to carry
luggage.
him.
Yeah. This is my walking, talking luggage. It's a family heirloom.
The barkeep is going to stare at you guys as you walk by the second time with the walking chest. They look a little horrified. They might be glad to see you guys hopefully leaving.
Inevitably, this is going to be a known thing, but we should have used it at least once before it is common knowledge.
That's fair.
They've seen mimics before.
I think everyone knows of the horror that is mimics.
No, I mean pretending to be just a bot.
Well, that was the plan. Is Darren was going to carry MS.
Ah, go for it. If you want to.
Are you playing with the cannon?
Okay.
You are.
I did.
Darren scoops up MS.
And away you guys are going to go. So, Viv, the floor is yours. As you guys approach the dock, it looks like the dockmaster is talking with somebody. It looks like you got quite a few men entering town. Or at least it looks like they entered partway through town, but are kind of hanging out near the entrance right now as if they're waiting for orders. The dockmaster's... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I was gonna look and see if I could notice whoever seemed to be in charge of loading.
As far as you can tell, it's probably the person speaking with the dockmaster.
Fair enough. Well, Ixodras will approach. She'll wait until after he's done talking with the dockmaster.
They seem to be arguing about some sort of price. It sounds like there's some sort of repair that needs to be done to the ship, and they're talking about it.
Perception to listen in.
Roll away.
I suppose I will take 10. On
22.
The,
22 catches. What is your take 10? Oh, 16, right?
18.
18 is actually not enough.
Damn.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, DC for whispering is 20, so...
Oh,
Or
okay.
not necessarily whispering, but actually, Viv, are you carrying the fox, or are you leaving somebody else to carry the fox?
I will be holding the fox very carefully, kind of like how you hold a cat properly.
Never mind, you will be within range, because they're not whispering and you're going to be close. I
Good.
am an idiot. But that is
Okay.
absolutely fine. No, they seem to be talking about how they think that there's a weak chain on their anchor, and how they think that their locking mechanism is also not working. It's strange that a ship like this needs an anchor considering it's a sky ship, but emergency procedures are always good. But with both of them out, that might be a problem. So they're currently negotiating that. It should honestly be a quick fix, according to the dockmaster. He's still trying to charge an arm and a leg, bear in mind.
You guys think I could barter us fixing the chain for the ride?
Or at least helping pay for it.
Well, the dockmaster is
Mm.
currently asking somewhere around 300 to 400 gold.
That's not too bad.
Well, so long as it's simple repairs, I can always use mending.
They just want some form of being able to dock for the night. So, floor is yours, Viv. They
All
seem
right.
to be talking about it. If you wish to interrupt, you can. If you wish to not interrupt, you can also wait until they agree to a price.
So, hear me out. Interrupting is a very noble thing to do.
Yeah, that's what I was aiming for. Ixodras is going to cut in.
The men kind
With
of both look over at you.
she's just gonna raise an eyebrow, and then she's gonna look over at the I assume the like quartermaster or captain or something.
He is probably the quartermaster. The captain is probably still on the ship.
First, might I ask where your current destination is?
Well, Clarksburg.
Perfect.
And you are?
Ixodras von Ossifer.
All right.
I would like to secure passage.
Ma'am, this is a shipping vessel.
I am aware. I want to get off of this rock.
The the dockmaster looks over and goes, "Well, we'll help you with that here in a moment. Let us finish business here, okay, ma'am?"
She kind of just gives him a sideways glance.
You want to roll
And
intimidate?
sure.
Spook him.
Even that earlier natural 20.
I mean, this is still gonna be a 20.
Alright. That is not the button I meant to hit. This is the button I meant to hit. Is it going to roll or is it going to just float up? He doesn't look as messed up as your sudden surprise kick in the door tactic you used last time, but he just kind of crosses his arms and looks back at the quartermaster, and the quartermaster goes, "We need a repair. We can talk afterwards, okay?"
Very well. I'll be waiting.
They go back to the negotiating. They agree on the 375 gold for the repairs that he is requesting. Specifically, somebody to check out the locking mechanism on the ship, as well as fix the chain and the anchor. It's probably been getting a lot of use because, unfortunately, it seems the locking mechanism may have been broken for some time now. Afterwards, the quartermaster will go ahead and proceed to step up to you, looking a little disgruntled at the price that he just got, and goes, "All right. So you're looking for passage. I was told that a lot of you might be stuck here on the island due to a mutiny.
Correct.
Well, what's your offer?"
Ixidras has her crosses her arms, or rather, I forgot I had the fox in my arm.
Minuet kind of does the hop to one of Ixidres's shoulders.
Fair enough. Now I have a shoulder fox. Ixidras will cross her arms and like drum her fingers on one elbow as she thinks the price over for a minute. Considering how much I don't want to be here, I will put down 100 gold to help fund your repair and get us off of this rock for me and my companions.
He pauses and
Companion.
looks you over a little bit and goes, 100, you say?
Correct.
And you can pay this up front?
Correct.
Well,
Darren will step forward, still holding most of the packages, quote unquote. If the chain is a simple repair, I can fix that on my own, which can be deducted from the price necessary for the rest of the repairs.
I've already negotiated that. That won't be necessary. But 100 gold, on the other hand, is a lofty amount of money for somebody to be stuck here. Of course, I guess we can't say no to a noble woman like yourself. As long as you pay up front, I will go ahead and speak to the captain and ensure that we have his approval, and I hope you don't mind the accommodations given as we only have so many spare rooms available. Usually we reserve spare rooms for additional employees that don't survive the journeys, but
How many people does this man lose a week?
out in the mists, one every 3 or 4 weeks.
Ooh.
You act like the skies are safe.
Hmm.
Tug here, a tug there, a man goes overboard, and that's that.
Ixidras flicks one of her ears and goes, for the since you'll be getting us off of this godforsaken small rock in the middle of nowhere, I can put up with poor accommodations.
Of course.
Okay.
Allow me to go ahead and speak with Captain. Do you have the coin in hand?
Ixidras goes over to the chest to M, and well, obviously I believe Emma has been
Exactly 100 coins is available from the interior when open.
excellent. She pulls out the 100 coins and shows them to the quartermaster.
He nods and says, "I will be right back. Please give me maybe 3-5 minutes."
Excellent.
He will turn to walk away. You notice that a lot of these sailors that were kind of waiting on orders start to kind of lean in and look you guys over.
She gives them a very disparaging look in her eye.
They don't even care.
Do any of them give the look that they're going to now attempt to steal me?
No, they're giving the look more like, who the hell is this person and what the hell's about to happen here? Very specifically. And he'll come back after about 10 minutes and say the captain says that he is more than willing to allow you on the ship at this time as long as you go ahead and pay the 100 goals, which sounds like we are going to be leaving in the morrow.
Excellent. Here is your gold then, sir. And
He
she hands him the gold.
takes the gold and he hands you a false ticket that seems to have been scribbled up and ripped out of a book. For you and your crew.
She looks mildly amused by this fake ticket, to be completely honest, because she really wasn't expecting it.
He's a quartermaster. He insisted that there be a contract of some form, and a ticket counts.
What a good man.
She carefully folds it up and slides it into one of the pockets on her silken armor, and then he said they could board the ship then
In the morrow. In the
on
morning.
the morrow. All right.
In the meantime, he goes and excuses the sailors to go off and do whatever, less paid sailors do than him. He is going to be going back on the ship and monitoring while the captain probably does paperwork.
Excellent. We will see you on the morrow then. And then she makes to head back to their tiny room.
Fantastic. So before we continue, I need a brief moment. I'm going to pause this because I need to figure out how long Car can stay up before we continue. So I'm going to put us on BRB. You all in the chat, hope you're enjoying, and we'll be right back. Hello, peoples. I do apologize. It seems that we are actually going to go ahead and use this as a good pausing point for tonight. So I wanted to take the time to thank you so much for the raid. I really, really appreciate the raid. I want to thank you guys for showing up. If you guys want to come again, we are going to be cross-posting to YouTube. I can post the link in the chat here in a moment or two. In the meantime, I still want to thank you guys all, and I don't know if anybody else wants to say anything.
Important note, next session is 2 weeks from now, but Era does do other stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Randomizer.
No, it's a Nuzlocke.
Or sorry, not Nuzlocke run for Pokemon.
Nuzlocke every Sunday currently. We're about halfway through. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do after that, to be honest.
Hey, Era,
What's up?
have you lost any Pokemon on the Nuzlocke yet?
Yeah, I've lost 3. Only 3, surprisingly.
Yeah.
4? Maybe 4. I think it might actually be 4 now that I think about it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Did I miss
I'm
it then?
pretty sure it's 4 overall. I'd have to actually look. It's been a week since I've touched the game. I only
Dang
play it
it.
on Sundays.
Well, thanks for coming to the table, everyone. Hope y'all have a wonderful night, and hopefully we'll see y'all again in 2 weeks.
Absolutely. In the meantime, here's the YouTube link. I'm going to throw it in chat, and drink more water, take care of yourselves, get plenty of rest, and y'all have a good night, okay? Bye.
Bye.